I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about how I feel about the Houthis without the FBI arresting me.
Oh, eat glass, you f***ing cowardly, LARPing, self-aggrandizing piece of shit. The FBI for what? An opinion about the f***ing Houthis? Shut the f*** up. What are you talking about? You might get a slap on the wrist from YouTube, maybe, even though people support this all the f***ing time. Mate, you are not f***ing special. You're a white American citizen, okay? It's not impossible, okay? It's not impossible. Maybe first they came for Mahmoud Khalil, then they came for the guy who they thought had an MS-13 like Photoshop tattoo, right? But last on the list, okay, is a white posh boy from LA. Jesus Christ. Oh, we haven't even done Noah and the Luffy the Houthi. Oh no.
Remember the Holodomor?
Easy to type. Thanks for the sub. Oh, a Twitch surge. Wow. Okay, wait. Where's the video though? Is it in stream chat? Aww. Oh, it's here.
Remember the Holodomor?
So this is where he brings in Haddad. Okay. Thanks, Screeno1. Thanks for the sub. Let me do donos 1 second. Actually, we're all good. Obi24, thanks for the 15 shekels. I thought about writing some edgy joke about iDubbbz, but this entire ordeal of his is already a joke. Seems cruel to add to it. That is very soft of you, okay? Yemen is still in a famine, right? Has anyone asked Luffy why he seems like he's completely unaffected by it? No, Yemen is not in a famine, but there is still like a malnutrition crisis for like half the population. My guess is that kid is not affected by it because he seems to be at least reasonably well off, and it's probably also because he is one of the Houthis who doesn't... It's more likely than not that he's just a Houthi who is not the one who is actually suffering the aid shortages, but doesn't mean every single person in Yemen who's not a Houthi is still suffering from malnutrition, by the way. Be the ones who are in Houthi territory who I guess the Houthis just don't care enough about. Thanks for the 10 gifted subs! Shit! Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so generous. Okay, we're 10 teal or above super chats. 10 super chats away from the goal, guys, okay? For the whatever the f it was, rotten fish scales budget. Jesus. Okay, this is going to trigger the absolute knob off of me, isn't it? It's going to trigger me so irreparably. This is going to be it's going to be another dog glaze off interview, isn't it? Or maybe Noah's going to try to do better than Hassan did. Okay, let's see.
You guys hear me?
Hey, there he is.
Man.
مرحبا السلام عليكم.
He said hello.
وعليكم السلام. قاري.
يا أحمد.
أهلين عامر.
تشوف تمام الإضاءة والكاميرا.
Okay, he's asking is the light is okay. Do you see him?
Yeah, he looks great. 1 second. Can you guys both hear me?
سامعه كويس؟
It's peaking a bit.
ها؟
سامع نوح كويس؟
أكيد أيوة أسمع. يلا بسم الله. قول لهم أول شيء كيف حالكم؟ إن شاء الله تكونوا جميعا بخير.
He said how are you? You hope everyone is okay.
Yeah, let them know I'm good. We're doing this fundraising stream for Palestine, and I'm glad that he is coming on.
اوكي هو يقول لك هو كويس وهم قاعدين يسووا حملة تبرعات لفلسطين وكل شيء كويس.
تابع الحملة من أول ما بدأ الحملة وإحنا نتابعها ونشجعهم على هذا الشيء لأنهم يفعلوا شيء كبير يعني أمام الله ويعني يحاولوا إنهم يساعدوا الأبرياء بقدر الإمكان.
Is that hypocrite?
He said he's following the campaign since it started, and he's appreciating the support you're giving to everyone there, and he's supporting everyone.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear. Could you ask him? Is he? What's the question? I kind of want to start basic, like talking about growing up in Yemen. So if you could just ask him a basic question like, what has it been like to grow up in Yemen under the circumstances?
Okay, good first question. Thank you, God. Okay.
اوكي، هو حاب يسألك عن حياتك انت، يعني كيف عشت في اليمن طول عمرك، كيف قصة حياتك يعني بالمختصر كذا.
يعني اختصرها ولا اشرح؟ طيب يعني عندنا الحياة في اليمن الصدق
لا
يعني في
كيف
أجواء
الوضع في
عندنا.
اليمن؟
You should probably have an Arabic translator with you here in case they lie. I don't think they will, but if they do, someone will say something. There's always at least a couple of Arabic speakers in chat. You can tell. They're quick on the draw. And they all argue with each other about what word means what. You'll never get the same translation twice.
كيف الحياة
الوضع
وانت صغير،
تمام.
كيف عشت وكذا يعني، فهمتني؟
يعني أكيد.
مم.
طيب عندنا يعني زي ما أقول لك أجواء، يعني أنا كنت عايش من قبل في محافظة إب، يعني محافظة كلها خضراء يعني جبال.
في الجنوب صح؟
لا في الشمال. أول شيء كنا في إب، يعني قلنا محافظة إب يعني كلها جبال يعني خضراء، يعني الدنيا ما شاء الله محافظة جنة يعني. هذه أجمل محافظة في اليمن طبعا، يعني الأمطار دائما فيها وما تتوقف. طبعا أنا عشت في البداية هناك في في الإب، في محافظة إب، بعدين انتقلت إلى
أيوة.
صنعاء.
أيوة. Okay, he's saying he lived in Ib. It's a really beautiful city, and it's as most Yemen, it's all mountains. It's a really beautiful city. There is so much green there, and it's a really beautiful city. But recently, he moved to Sana'a, is the capital of Yemen.
Okay.
But he's really from Ib.
What sort of things did you get up to where you grew up?
اوكي، كيف حياتك وانت صغير؟ وش وين كنت تروح؟ وش كنت تسوي كذا يعني؟ احكي عن حياتك شوي بس.
طبعا
كيف الوضع في اليمن؟ كيف العيشة في اليمن كذا يعني؟
طبعا عندنا الحياة كنا في
Ib is under Houthi control, right? But it's kind of right on the edge. If I'm looking at the map here, right, it would be right on the edge of Houthi and government control, right? Because Ib is like here, and I think the government controls like this, like shit in the south. Yeah, so that's very close to the line of conflict.
في محافظة إب. طبعا نطلع في الصباح،
Sana'a, the capital, is like full Houthi territory.
نطلع نلعب كرة ونرجع نروح الجبل، نروح نتصيد يعني طبعا في السلاح، لكن نستخدمه يعني للصيد. نروح نتصيد يعني أشياء إيش اسمها ما أعرف إيش يسمون عندكم، بس أشياء تأكل يعني زي
عادي قول اسم
Remember the
أيوة
Holodomor?
عقبة
اسمها وانا
يعني
اعرف.
اسمها. أيوة عقبة لو
Thanks for the
تعرفها
sub.
يمكن يقولوا العقب. طبعا نطلع نصطاد ونروح، بعدين في عندنا مكان اسمه السيل، وفي شلالات عندنا في إب، نروح الشلال نروح. اشرح.
Okay, he said he grew up in Ib. There is so much mountain there, and when he was young, he used to play football in the morning. After that, they go in the mountain hunting, and they hunt something they eat. And after that, they go to, there is so many like waterfalls and like how can I describe this, like waterways between mountain. What do you call that?
A
The
river.
term cannot
Or,
like a river. It's not as big as a river, but it's smaller. So
creek?
What would you ask this kid in an interview? I'd ask him how much he remembers about Yemen before the Arab Spring. I'd ask him what his memories are of the Arab Spring. And then I'd ask him about his experience of the uprising. I'd ask him why he moved to Sana'a. That would be interesting. Like Ib seems to be quite close to the conflict line. And also that bit south of Ib has switched hands a few times between like the pro-Hadi government and also between mixed factions, and like I think Al-Qaeda I don't think they were ever in the southwest. They were more in the south middle. But yeah, I would ask questions about that. I'd ask questions about like how much he remembers of each thing, and then I'd probably bounce off of things like that. So I imagine he's probably too young to remember the Arab Spring, really. If he's like 20 or 19, the Arab Spring happened, what, 15 years ago? 14 years ago? He'd have been like a child. He wouldn't have remembered Yemen before the Arab Spring. The Houthi rebellion was 10 years ago, the Houthi uprising. He probably would remember a bit of that. But he came of age mostly under the Civil War and then the Saudi intervention. So I'd ask him if he ever saw fighting. That would be another thing. I'd probably ask, okay, denims, true, yeah. Yeah, I'd ask him if he saw fighting. I'd ask him if his opinions ever shifted from when he was young to when he got older, if he ever like had a different opinion on the Houthis or on the government or anything else at a younger age and then changed. I'd ask him definitely how the blockade affected him by the Saudis. I'd ask him how the like airstrikes affected his life. I'd ask him if he's a Houthi. I'd ask him how he feels about because he definitely supports them. Like that's 100% the case. I'd ask him why he supports them. Like, is it how much of it is to do with their position on Palestine and Israel versus their domestic opinions? Like, do you have any opinion about the Houthis? Like, say if Israel-Palestine didn't exist, what would you think about the difference between the Houthis and the government? Because people talk about like Yemen being run down by Saudi corruption and especially the Zaydi Shias suffering extensively because of it. But when you look into Al-Houthi's sermons, he doesn't talk that much about domestic affairs, apart from that like Yemen has been weakened by corrupt like foreign-backed overlords who are weakening the Islamic world and like the fight against Israel. Like he talks about Israel so much more than he talks about domestic affairs. So I'd wonder if he feels the same way. That's a few. Other questions would probably just bounce off of things that he's actually said in those answers.
Like a Greek,
Ravine?
yes.
But that's off
Something
the
like
top of my
that?
head.
Okay. Huh,
Ravine,
interesting.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Like this. So because there is so much mountain in Yemen in general, but in Ib in particular, so they have so many waterways, they have so many like falls and stuff like this. So they go swim there and they hunt around this part also.
What are you hunting for?
Small animals to eat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I couldn't understand the particular animal he's referring to because of the the different in dialect.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
So
But
Juice.
from what I understand, it's a small animal.
when you decided to move, did a lot of your friends move with you? What made you move to the city?
اوكي هو يتكلم كيف ليش نقلت لصنعاء؟ في احد نقل معاك ولا انت رحت لحالك؟ كيف يعني ايش اللي خلاك تنقل؟
Is it true Lonerbox doesn't want to debate Bad and Panada again? I told him very explicitly that he would admit to, I think there were 3 main examples I gave him. If he would just admit to like at least 3 very obvious lies he's told about me, that he lied and made them up with no evidence, then yeah, he could talk to me whenever he wants. But he won't do it because he's too proud. So is what it is. Doesn't want it enough.
من اب لصنعاء وكذا.
طبعا يعني بعد ما
He'd
صارت
probably have to admit to doxing me as well and to sending people to and to trying to send people to my address because that's fucking insane.
الحرب على اليمن من أول ما صارت، يعني في ناس كثير انتقلوا لصنعاء، لأنه صنعاء يعني عاصمة، يعني فيها عمل، يعني في ناس طلعت تبحث عن عمل، في ناس طلعت تدرس، لأنه أول ما بدأت الحرب على اليمن خلاص يعني في مدارس توقفت، يعني لأنه يعني المدرسين في اليمن خلاص يعني ما عاد انتقلوا لصنعاء، واللي كل العمال يعني انتقلوا لصنعاء لأنه ما في عمل الآن إلا في صنعاء، يعني أسباب كثير.
يعني انت رحت عشان عمل ولا رحت عشان دراسة؟
رحت عشان دراسة يعني.
Okay. So when the war started in Yemen,
Let's go.
he had to move because the government shut down. When the government shut down, the government couldn't pay the teachers. So most of the teachers went to Sana'a. So that's why he went to Sana'a. So many workers start there is no more work in Ib. So many workers moved to Sana'a to have work also. That's why he moved to Sana'a. But for his particular reason is the school. He moved to because in Sana'a school were still open.
What is school like, and how different is it now that you moved?
ويقول لك كيف المدرسة وبعد ما انتقلت يعني المدرسة كان أحسن ولا في إب أحسن ولا كيف يعني مقارنة ببعض إيش أحسن؟
طبعا في صنعاء أحسن، يعني صنعاء يعني في كل شيء متطور، بس محافظة إب يعني محافظة زي ما تقول ريفية، يعني كلها جبال وريف، يعني الدنيا خضراء، سيول، شلالات. في صنعاء أكثر تطور.
Hey, he's saying Sana'a is more developed than Ib. Ib it's like how can I say this? Like rural town.
Rural, yeah.
Is that
yeah.
Okay, it's more rural town, so that's why it's not as developed as Sana'a. Sana'a is the capital, and it's much safer. It's much better. It's easier to get stuff there. It's much better than it.
How in terms of the blockade, how bad is it? How much, I guess, suffering is being seen, or like before and after the war and the blockade?
هو يتكلم عن ايام الحرب، حصار على اليمن. ايوه كان في حصار على اليمن.
طبعا ايام الحرب، اول ما بدات الحرب على اليمن
لا
طبعا في
خلي بس اشرح لك. سؤاله هو يقول لك يعني كيف كان وضع الحصار، ويعني ايش كانت المعاناة هناك، وايش اصعب شيء يعني في الموضوع وكذا يعني. ويقول لك تكلم عن الشيء هذا عشان تشرحه للناس عشان يفهموا اكثر يعني.
اكيد طبعا اول ما بدا الحصار على اليمن يعني الناس توقفوا عن العمل، الوظائف توقفت في اليمن، المطارات توقفت، والرواتب توقفت، يعني حتى في طرق يعني انقطعت. اذا في امراض في اليمن يعني ما يقدر يسافر الى بلد ثاني، الى مصر او الاردن يعني للعلاج. طبعا حاجات كثير يعني، حتى انهم ضربوا اول ما بدا الحصار، ضربوا المستشفيات والمطارات، يعني ضربوا الاشياء اللي تخدم المواطن. يعني في مواطنين يعني عانوا كثير، يعني في أطفال في اليمن، عائلات فقدوا عيالهم أبنائهم، يعني وصلوا إلى حد
اوكي طيب، والحين الوضع تغير كثير ولا في بقى؟
طبعا يعني زي ما تقول الأسعار.
Another thing I would ask, if we're going for different examples, I would ask him if he experienced, like, if he remembers the difference between like education under the Houthis and under the government, because that might lead me to say, like, if you guys keep saying that you have no problem with Jews in who don't have anything to do with Zionism, why did Jews get persecuted in Yemen under Houthi rule? Like, why? Because there's a UN Security Council commissioned report about that from 2022, and it found that Houthi schools were teaching like anti-Jewish violence, and that was actually one of the big reasons for Jews under Houthi rule fleeing the country. You said Israel mainly lifted the blockade due to US pressure. Does that mean you think they wouldn't have lifted the blockade without its pressure? Wouldn't that imply that Israel's committing genocide? The first two logically follow, the third one doesn't, because if Israel's literally like choosing not to commit genocide because America told them not to, you could argue that they maybe have intent or like some aspiration to, but then they have chosen not to do it because the Americans told them to. I don't know if you'd ever cross the threshold for like dolo specialis, like having a special intent to do something, if all it took was another country telling you not to do it to stop you. I don't know. Like, how many genocides happen where the perpetrators changed their minds because another country was just like, don't do that, please. Like, not really. I don't know. Usually takes a bit more force to stop these things from happening.
اليمن بس الناس يعني المغتربين، يعني في ناس كل عائلة في اليمن يعني معها مغترب، في أمريكا، في السعودية، يعني يعملوا رجعوا يدعموا عائلاتهم في الدعم المادي.
Okay. So he's saying that in the war, the blockade was very bad. So the first thing shut down is the government and the hospitals and the airport and a lot of infrastructure shut down. That made everything worse. He's saying it's similar to what's happening in Gaza now. It's very similar to that situation. But now it's a little bit better, but it's still. But what he's saying, after the blockade in Yemen, so many people depend on people outside Yemen. They have relatives in America, they have relatives in Saudi Arabia, sending them money, because it's hard to depend on people working in Yemen because there is not a lot of work.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in Houthi territory that also get their wages paid by Saudi Arabia as well. So I guess they work remotely for them or something. Yeah. Also, obvious question. Like, why is it death to Israel twice? Like, death to Israel, curse upon the Jews, but nothing for Saudi Arabia. Like, why more hatred for the country that is 1,000 miles away, as opposed to the country that actually did bomb and starve Yemen, is right next door?
Seeing the treatment of everything around you, what did that feel like? Like, as a person, not necessarily just about the direct impact, but on how you feel, I guess, about yourself, or how the world is treating you, or the world has decided to treat you.
Okay, I couldn't understand the question. Can you explain it a little more?
Yeah,
No.
like how is
Okay, so to his credit, every question so far here has been all right. Like, there's been good questions. Definitely quite a few miles ahead of whatever the fuck Osama's doing with this guy. But, you know,
his
they
upbringing?
can't hate their fellow Arabs. They absolutely can. The Houthis are aligned with the Axis of Resistance, which means the Houthis also were on the same side as Assad. And the Houthis obviously killed a lot of... they've killed a lot more Arabs than they've killed Israelis, I'll tell you that much.
Affected him personally, you know, like
Okay,
sorry,
nothing to do with the blockade. You are asking about when he grew up.
Yeah, when he grows up, the effects of the blockade, have they had an effect on him personally?
Okay. هو يسألك عن تأثير في
That's
حياتك
kind of the same question twice, but okay, we'll see.
الحصار اللي على اليمن لما كانت اللي أثر عليك شخصيا. هل يعني أنت شخصيا إيش يعني إيش المعاناة الشخصية في الحظر في الحظر في اليمن، وإيش اللي غير في حياتك في
طبعا خلاص فهمت السؤال. طبعا اكيد يعني اي واحد حتى انا يعني الان ما في وظائف باليمن. احنا الان يعني المواطنين اليمنيين كلنا اللي كنا ندرس توقفنا عن الدراسة لانه توقفت الوظائف في اليمن.
حتى الآن؟
اكيد حتى الان يعني ما في وظائف باليمن. تدرس تكمل الجامعة خلاص يعني ترجع عمل لانه ما في عمل. سبب امريكا واسرائيل.
Okay. He's saying even now the blockade is still evicting jobs, so there is not a lot of jobs in Yemen now, even now after the blockade.
Who do you blame for that would be a question.
Even before the blockade
or another one would be, like, if someone comes and says, we don't like what Israel's doing in Gaza, but also there are people in Yemen who are going hungry as well. Would it not be better for the Houthis to take care of the people who they are closest to and the people they can help the most effectively? Because, you know, realistically, kidnapping sailors ain't doing much for Gaza. The Houthis could do a lot more for the people actually in Yemen if they changed their policies. But yeah, I'd want to know what he thinks about that.
It was so much worse, but even now we still have the effect because everything is more expensive, as we all know. Even outside Yemen, this is the issue: everything, inflation and everything. So, but with Yemen, it's so much worse because, you know, when they import things in Yemen, they will import with foreign currency. So it will be much worse for places like Yemen. So he's saying now it's almost impossible to get jobs, and even people graduate after they graduate, they don't have jobs, so they have nothing to do in Yemen. That's even in his case, it's the same thing. So he almost finished school, but there is no jobs.
What is your family like? Like, do you have siblings or a lot of relatives around you?
يسألك عن عائلتك كيف.
Have you lost any relatives in the war? That would be a good question.
العائلة عندك يعني عندك اخوان، كم اخ، كم اخت، كم عائلتك، كم واحد في قرايبك معك في اب ولا.
Do you oppose this interview? No. I don't even oppose the Hassan interview. It's a free speech at the end of the day. Of course you can do the interview. If they do it badly, I'm going to make fun of them for it. And Hassan did it terribly. Noah is doing a lot better than Hassan did, but he's already, I think, kind of running out of good questions to ask, so we'll see.
في صنعاء كم عددهم كذا يعني. يسألك كيف عائلتك يعني.
أكيد طبعا إحنا يعني 10 يعني إحنا 10 أخوان نص بنص يعني 5 عيال 5 بنات وكلنا ساكنين في صنعاء يعني إلا أخ واحد بس في محافظة إب.
ما شاء الله. طيب وعيال عمك مع عيال عمك كلهم في إب ولا في صنعاء وفي إب وكذا؟
لا في صنعاء طبعا كلهم.
حتى قرايبك بقية العيلة.
أيوة يعني في صنعاء كثير وفي بإب.
He has 10 siblings, 5 boys, 5 girls. Most of them live in Sana'a, but one of them I think still in Ib, his hometown. Also most of his relatives, like his cousin, are in Sana'a, but some of them still in Ib as well.
Okay. And what are they like? What are they like? You know, to be around, I guess.
Oh no.
طيب هو يسألك
Yeah, طيب, that means like okay. I'm just thinking. I know what's in Noah's head now. That's the thing, is he thinks that he's doing like a humanizing project, right? Because I think in his head, everyone who is not on board with him actually just sees this guy and thinks he's like some kind of like 12 IQ, knuckle dragging fucking baboon, bloodthirsty baby rapist. It's like, oh, maybe if I can let them know that this guy does fishing and other such things, then they'll remember he's a human. It's like, I'm sorry, people who engage in like war or war crimes or have horrible opinions or anything else, yeah, these guys actually still, sorry, can also have hobbies. Yes, that's true. You know, no one thinks this guy's not a human. Okay, no one actually. How many people even who oppose this guy, like his propaganda and everything? How many people even would say that they like genuinely don't understand why he believes the things he does? Like, yeah, if I was in Yemen under Houthi rule, I'd probably be like them. Yeah, of course, because like you live under their education system. There are fucking bombs going off all over the place. You're probably mind fucked by PTSD and shit like that. Yeah, of course you're gonna be a bit like fucked up. But that doesn't mean you glaze the results of that, like those conditions. Like you don't support like the results of Houthi propaganda. You don't glaze the results of like a war that can mindfuck someone. So Reinhard Heydrich like listening to Wagner. He also, I think he had a big thing about Beethoven string quartets. Yeah. So he would literally operate and strategize over the Holocaust. He was kind of like the chief architect of the Holocaust, really, in terms of the logistics. Yeah, he would go back home with his little friends and they would listen to Beethoven string quartets and cry. He was actually quite a decent string player as well, I think. Or he might have just been an average one, but he was a player, yeah.
كيف العيشة مع العيلة وكيف منبسطين رايحين جايين تطلعون كيف يعني.
أكيد يعني أكيد إن الشعب وإحنا
Do you consider Houthis' actions towards Israel as immoral or terrorism? It's kind of a slightly loaded question because most of their actions aren't actually against Israel. Most of their actions have been against random fucking ships that they think are even slightly loosely connected to Israel. Most of them are not even connected at all. So, yeah, I would say they are both immoral and terrorism. They are targeting civilians. They are operating in a place where they have no jurisdiction. It's international waters. They're hurting every country that depends on trade through that region, which is most of them. They are not even doing it for a good reason. It's not about helping the average civilian in Gaza. It's about helping Hamas. It's about helping Hamas get the unconditional withdrawal that they want so that they can regroup and rebuild Gaza in roughly the same image that they did beforehand, because that's what they said they want to do. So they can try October 7th again, or something worse, or something different, or more creative. Like that's the Houthis' objective. Their objective is to get Israel out of Gaza before Hamas is destroyed. And they're mostly hurting other countries and other people to achieve it. Like random Filipino fucking sailors who had to be away from their families and their friends and their loved ones for over a year because of what Israel was doing. Okay.
الناس كلهم يعني عايشين يعني مطنشين الوضع اللي حاصل بالحرب والأزمات كل شيء يعني وعايشين حياتهم.
Okay, he's saying like they make intentional choice to, I don't know how to describe it, neglect or ignore the war or what is happening around them and focus on, how to live life.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can describe that.
That makes sense. I guess I want to switch gears a little and say like there's been a campaign online against you, calling you a terrorist and calling you just essentially terrorist. How has this online campaign from these YouTubers or creators affected you in real life and personally?
هو قاعد يسألك عن في ناس كتير قاعدين يقولوا عليك انك ارهابي وانك يعني يقولوا عنك ارهابي ويقولوا عنك يعني اشياء ما هي كويسه. هل هذه اثرت عليك؟
طبعا
هو يتكلم عن مدى التاثير يعني.
طبعا اكيد يعني اثرت يعني لانه الان انا واقف مع فلسطين يعني ومع الحق اكيد يعني بتاثر باي شخص وحتى الحسابات حقي انحظرت يعني لما وصفوني بالارهابي.
Netanyahu said that he would end the war now to get all the hostages back. Did he? I see 18 minutes ago, Netanyahu says war will continue until all parts of Gaza are under Israeli control. Where'd you get that from? I mean, he should be doing that because the current operation and the current plan is not going to lead to any positive outcome for Gaza at all, but I don't think he's saying... Where's he saying that? Where's he saying... Is he just completely U-turned on his entire position in the last 20 months? What? Source? A press release just now I'm watching on the news. He's really just U-turned right now. That fucking miserable fuck. It's better late than never, but yeah, if he wants to do that, then good. It's better than what he was planning originally. Damn. Why? I wonder why the change of heart. No caveats. Well, if there is an English press release, let's do it. Let's see. Donald made the phone call. Must be the magic phone call, eh? He's actually doing a conference and answering questions. Is it all in Hebrew or what? I want to see that. That's actually quite big news.
حضرت كامل وطبعا برد على خصوصا يعني بأيثان كلاين يعني أيثان كلاين أنا أشوف إنه يعني يطلعوا يتكلم يقول أنا أعرف.
It's related to the Shin Bet head firing considered illegal. Why would that affect? 7 minutes ago, he said the plan will continue until all of Gaza is under control. I don't know what he's doing. That's so fucking weird. Has he really just changed his entire... Oh no, I'm getting pulled in multiple directions. This is huge. This is fat. Fuck. Nothing ever happens. Let's just wait until it's more
بس أنا أتكلم الآن وأقول إني مواطن عادي يعني لا أنتمي إلى أي حزب فقط واقف مع فلسطين يعني كأي شخص مسلم واقف إلى جانب فلسطين ويعني بخصوص
He said he's ready for ending the war if all hostages are released, Hamas is disarmed, and Hamas leaders exiled. Oh, so it's the same offer as all... Okay, that's not... Stop fucking... If he said... Okay, wait. Did he say that? In which case, I'm actually going to ban people. Because that is... The fact that you wouldn't include that caveat and send me fucking breaking news like that is actually despicable. You should be ashamed of yourself. Is it on Ynet? Netanyahu still thinks he's killed the leader of Hamas. Here it is. 13 minutes ago. Thank you, Ynet. Netanyahu declares... ready to end the war. Netanyahu declared he is ready to end the war under clear conditions that will ensure Israel's security. At a press conference held after 163 days, he listed... It's been a while. He listed his conditions for ending the war. All hostages return home. Hamas lay down its weapons. Its leadership exiled from Gaza. Gaza is completely demilitarized and we implement the Trump... You're fucking retarded. Who said that? Who said that he just wanted to end the war in exchange for the hostages? Fuck me. Please, God, do like a fucking 2-year catch-up. Fuck.
ما ينشره أيثان كلاين هذا يطلع أمام الكاميرا.
Hamas confirmed Sinwar's dead. Is this the same person? Where are people getting their news from? Where are the Saudis saying that? Oh, Saudi report. A Saudi newspaper. Hamas notifies Mohammed Sinwar's... Oh, I'd ask this kid where he gets his news from. That would be interesting. Oh, 2 Palestinian sources confirm Mohammed Sinwar was alongside other senior Hamas military wing officials in the bombing of an underground tunnel near the European hospital in Khan Yunis. One source said Hamas informed Sinwar's family of his death 2 days ago and sent similar messages to the families of other senior officials who were not identified in the report. The source claimed that the military wing's leadership sent special forces who entered the destroyed tunnel and searched for bodies, confirming that Sinwar and several field commanders were killed with him at the site. Oh, were these the special forces who Israel was bombing after, who were trying to get into the tunnel? And people said they were fucking EMTs. Oh, okay. Wow. Wild. Well, that might be a dead Sinwar then. Do we trust Saudi media? Do we trust Saudi state propaganda? For that, probably. Palestinians talk to Saudis. In the press, yeah.
كاميرا فقط أي كلام يتكلم من الكيبورد يعني عادي عنده أهم شيء
Keyboard.
الماء
Keyboard
فقط
warriors.
يعني يمكن حتى لو ابنه بيبيعه عشان المال فقط ولا يعرف أيش الحقيقة أو أيش الحق يعني حتى إنه مش سياسي يعني يتكلم الآدمي من الكيبورد وباقي موضوع يعني حتى إنه قال إني أكره اليهود وإني معادي للسامية هذا غلط طبعا إحنا ما نكره أي يهود يعني إحنا فقط نكره الصهاينة اللي نوصفهم بالصهاينة فهم اللي يقصفوا الأطفال في غزة ويقتلوا الأطفال في غزة أما الشخص اللي باقي منه ذرة كرامة وباقي منه رحمة يعني ويعرف إيش الأبرياء ويعرف إنه قصف الأبرياء غلط ولكن إيثان كلاين يعني وغيره يعني في ضباب إلكترونية كثير تخلط بينهم يعني تخلط بين اللي نسميه يهودي واللي نسميه صهيوني لكن إحنا نفرق بينهم.
Okay, I think you got some part of this. So what he's saying is Okay. What he's saying is after that, he some of his account got blocked, so that's why he created he create he creates another account. So a lot of his account got blocked, and
Poor
he's
guy.
explaining his position. His position is, I'm not member of any party. I'm not member of anything. I am, just normal Yemeni Muslim. I think standing with the true or the right side. This is my position. As for what he's saying about Ethan Klein, he's saying this man doesn't understand politics. This man doesn't understand. He will say anything. I think he's doing this for money and nothing more. That's what he's saying.
I agree.
He also said some comment, but
Yeah, you agree. He doesn't watch the right YouTubers, does he, Noah? Like you did. Fucking retard.
I don't want to translate it. But
yeah, I know he said Yahud, but I just don't. Why doesn't he want to translate? Wait, let's play it again. I want to hear what he doesn't want to translate. Come on. Thanks for translating the English coding, Jesus. What do you say?
ولكن ايثان كلاين يهودي فكره اي
He
يهودي
said
يعني
but there. I heard a
الادمي من
but.
الكيبورد فقط يعني فقط ارهابي حضر يعني
ما هي كويسه. عن مدى التاثير يعني.
طبعا اكيد يعني اثرت يعني لانه الان انا واقف مع فلسطين يعني ومع الحق اكيد يعني بتاثر باي شخص وحتى الحسابات حقي انحظرت يعني لما وصفوني بالارهابي انحظرت كامل. وطبعا برد على خصوصا يعني بايثان كلاين يعني ايثان كلاين انا اشوف انه يعني يطلعوا يتكلم يقول انا ارهابي او بس انا اتكلم الان واقول اني مواطن عادي يعني لا انتمي
Did you say Arhabi? Terrorist? Arhabia? I don't know.
الى اي حزب فقط واقف مع فلسطين يعني كاي شخص مسلم واقف الى جانب فلسطين. ويعني بخصوص ما ينشره ايثان كلاين هذا يطلع امام الكاميرا فقط اي كلام يتكلم من الكيبورد يعني عادي عنده اهم شيء المال فقط يعني يمكن حتى لو ابنه بيبيعه عشان المال فقط ولا يعرف ايش الحقيقة او ايش الحق يعني حتى انه مش سياسي يعني يتكلم الادمي من الكيبورد. وباقي موضوع يعني حتى انه قال اني اكره اليهود واني معادي للسامية هذا غلط. طبعا احنا ما نكره اي يهود يعني احنا فقط نكره الصهاينة.
No, he's not saying the F word. Fucking hell. It's a different language, dipshit.
اللي يوصفهم بالصهاينة فهم اللي يقصفوا الأطفال في غزة ويقتلوا الأطفال في غزة. أما اللي نقول له يهودي فهو يعني الشخص اللي باقي منه ذرة كرامة وباقي منه رحمة يعني ويعرف ايش الأبرياء ويعرف انه قصف الأبرياء غلط.
There's no getting around that.
ولكن ايثان كلاين يعني وغيره يعني في ضباب إلكترونية كثير تخلط بينهم يعني تخلط بين اللي نسميه يهودي واللي نسميه الصهيوني لكن احنا نفرق بينهم.
What's the bit that he didn't want to translate? Maybe let's hear what he says.
Okay, I think you got some part of this. So what he's saying is, okay, what he's saying, I'm not member, but that's about it. That's what he's saying. This man doesn't understand politics. This man doesn't understand. He will say anything. I think he's doing this for money and nothing more. That's what he's saying. He also said some comment, but I don't want to translate it. But that's about it. He's also saying he's a keyboard warrior, and he's saying there is some in Arabic. It's translated to electronic flies. You know, a lot of bots and a lot of electronic accounts, fake electronic accounts and stuff like this. He's saying with every accusation from Ethan, he will have a lot of this account.
Got it. Okay.
What did he say that he didn't want to translate? He said he would sell his kid for money. Okay. I mean, I guess that's like a slightly, potentially anti-Semitic trope, but not necessarily. Okay. Not inherently. Where's the... I didn't hear any Yahud there. A translator and a filter, obviously, right? Where's the fucking... I need someone to actually come in and do it with me on... to do it live. Was it just the... He called him Ethan Yahudi, which basically is Ethan the Jew. Wait, did he? I need someone in the fucking VC to go through it word for word, please. Oh God, I'm trying. Oh, Dante. I was asking Sev as well. Hello.
Hey, what's good?
Yeah, I'm all right. Are you ready for a start to finish of this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Just tell me when to pause for the, or I can try and guess where the sentences are kind of stopping. Okay, share screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, let me know when you're in there and you can see it.
Just give me a sec.
explain his of
Let me just
anything.
find the
His
يقول انا
Pain from
Yeah, I
these
see it.
real life.
في ناس كثير هو قاعد يسألك عن في ناس كثير قاعدين يقولوا عليك انك ارهابي وانك يعني يقولوا عنك ارهابي ويقولوا عنك يعني اشياء ما هي كويسة.
I mean, yeah, that he's asking him just like, how does he think that being called a terrorist has affected his life? Is that basically?
Yeah, he's saying that. He's saying like, what do you think about being called a terrorist by everyone online?
Okay.
هل هذه أثرت عليك؟
Did it
طبعاً،
affect
هو
you?
يتكلم عن مدى التأثير يعني.
طبعا اكيد
Was there anything special in there? Or?
No, he's saying like how far did it affect you?
Okay.
مدى التأثير يعني.
طبعا اكيد يعني اثرت، يعني لانه الان انا واقف مع فلسطين يعني ومع الحق، اكيد يعني بتاثر باي شخص، وحتى الحسابات حقي انحظرت، يعني لما وصفوني بالارهابي انحظرت كامل.
He's saying because I stand with Palestine and the Palestinian cause, I get a lot of hate and a lot of people against that. That's what he said so far.
Okay.
برد على خصوصا يعني بايثان كلاين، يعني ايثان كلاين انا اشوف انه يعني يطلعوا يتكلم يقول انا ارهابي، او بس انا اتكلم الان واقول اني مواطن عادي، يعني لا انتمي الى اي حزب، فقط واقف مع فلسطين يعني.
Yeah, he mentioned Ethan Klein. He's saying that Ethan Klein, he streams to thousands and just calls him a terrorist, even though he's just a civilian and he doesn't have evidence to suggest that he's a terrorist. It's not exactly what he said, but that's what he's saying. And play a bit. What did he say at the end?
عادي يعني لا انتمي الى اي حزب، فقط واقف مع فلسطين، يعني كاي شخص مسلم واقف الى جانب فلسطين.
Yeah, he doesn't belong to any association, organization, Houthis. He just supports the Palestinians.
Okay.
ويعني بخصوص ما ينشره ايثان كلاين هذا يطلع امام الكاميرا فقط، اي كلام يتكلم من الكيبورد، يعني عادي، عنده اهم شيء الماء
Keyboard
فقط.
warrior.
Okay.
يعني يمكن حتى لو ابنه بيبيعه عشان المال فقط، ولا يعرف ايش الحقيقة او ايش الحق، يعني حتى
Anything extra
He's
there?
talking for money, and he's just saying that he's doing it for money and clout. He doesn't care about the truth or like the people affected by it.
Okay.
بيبيعه عشان المال فقط، ولا يعرف ايش الحقيقة او ايش الحق، يعني حتى انه مش سياسي، يعني بيتكلم الادمي من الكيبورد.
He's not a
وباقي
politician. He's
موضوع
just a
يعني
keyboard warrior.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
إنه
funny.
قال الادمي من الكيبورد. وباقي موضوع يعني حتى انه قال اني اكره اليهود واني معادي للسامية، هذا غلط. طبعا احنا ما نكره اي يهودي، يعني احنا فقط نكره الصهاينة اللي نوصفهم بالصهاينة، فهم اللي يقصفوا الاطفال في غزة ويقتلوا الاطفال
Yeah,
في
he's
غزة.
saying that.
Oh,
he
he
called
said
him,
last Zioni. So he's saying like it's like we're fine with Jews if they're not Zionists. Was that kind of what he said? Or
Yeah, he basically said he called me an anti-Semite and a Jew hater. I don't hate Jews. We differentiate between the Jews and the Zionists. Only the Zionists are bombing the kids. That's like exactly what he said.
okay.
الصهاينة فهم اللي يقصفوا الأطفال في غزة ويقتلوا الأطفال في غزة. أما يعني الشخص اللي باقي منه ذرة كرامة وباقي منه رحمة، يعني ويعرف ايش الأبرياء ويعرف انه قصف الأبرياء غلط. ولكن
He's
Ethan
saying
Klein-
Yehudi as in the normal Jewish person who's not a Zionist. He would have the morality and decency to recognize what's happening.
Okay.
يعني ويعرف ايش الأبرياء ويعرف انه قصف الأبرياء غلط. ولكن ايثان كلاين يعني وغيره، يعني في ضباب الكترونيه كثير تخلط بينهم، يعني تخلط بين اللي نسميه يهودي واللي نسميه الصهيوني، لكن احنا نفرق بينهم.
Okay,
He's saying people
I think you got
are
some
mixing
part
up
of this.
Zionists
So
and Jewish and Jews and Jewish people.
Okay. So did he not say there that Ethan would sell his kid for money as well?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
what he's
Heard
saying
some
is
names.
Okay. Maybe some people in chat heard that somewhere. Okay, all good. Okay, thanks. What did he say that the guy wouldn't want to translate then?
He didn't want to translate the Zionist Jewish part for some reason. Maybe he misheard him and thought he was saying all Jews are Zionists or some shit like that. Yeah, the translator is pretty dumb.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks. We'll see if we need to, if anything else appears. All right.
Peace out.
All right.
Okay. What he's saying is member of any party. I'm not member of anything. I am, just normal Yemeni Muslim. I think standing with the true or the right side. This is my position. As for what he's saying about Ethan Klein, he's saying this man doesn't understand politics. This man doesn't understand. He will say anything. I think he's doing this for money and nothing more. That's what he's saying.
I agree.
He also said some comment, but I don't want to translate it. But
they're all shit.
that's about it. He's also saying he's a keyboard warrior, and he's saying there is some in Arabic. It's translated to electronic flies. A lot of bots and a lot of electronic accounts, fake electronic accounts and stuff like this. He's saying with every accusation from Ethan, he will have a lot of this account.
Got it. Okay. Are IDF soldiers terrorists, and is Hila Klein a terrorist?
طيب ويقول لك عناصر الجيش الإسرائيلي هل أنت شايفهم إرهابيين؟ وزوجة إيثان هل هي إرهابية في وجهة نظرك؟
طبعا أكيد إرهابية، لأنها بتشجع أي شخص يشجع ما تفعله إسرائيل بيكون إرهابي. بس الآن هم يسووا العكس. الآن أي شخص ضد الإبادة الجماعية أو ضد ما تفعله إسرائيل بالقصف وتقصف الأبرياء بيكون الشخص هو الإرهابي اللي يوصفه. يعني عكسوها بس.
Okay. He's saying she's a terrorist, and anybody who bomb civilians and innocent people and kids and women is a terrorist. And he's saying a lot of Zionists flip the script.
It's so funny that they talk about flipping the script when only one person involved with this, like Ethan, Hila, Noah, this guy, me, only one or two of them have ever actually celebrated an attack that directly targeted civilians, like exclusively. And that's these guys, because they celebrated them taking that fucking ship that was full of civilians who they kidnapped. Who else has ever celebrated an attack? Celebrated. Not said, oh, there's nuance here. They celebrated an attack that was directly, exclusively targeting civilians. It's these guys. Anyway, I've never done that.
It's like anybody defending civilian is the terrorist, and everybody not defending civilian and encouraging terrorism is not terrorist.
Okay, so now if Noah wasn't a terrorist glazing propagandized piece of shit, he would be like, so why were you celebrating the kidnapping of civilians on those boats in the sea? Isn't that a contradiction? But, journalistic integrity or that. Let's just treat this guy like a fucking 30 IQ toddler who deserves to be treated with kid gloves by our on-the-ground journalist.
So he's saying this is backward,
Yeah, I completely agree.
Also,
agree
something I didn't translate in the last question. He made distinction between Yehudi is what it's Jewish, and Sahyoni is Zionist. He's saying these are two different things. People should distinguish the difference between these things. In the last question, not this question.
Yeah. To ask on that one, what does it feel like for them to try to frame you as an anti-Semite, as being against Jews rather than being against Zionists and Israel?
اوكي هو قاعد يسألك انه هم لما يصنفوك معادي للسامية ويقولوا انك انت ضد اليهود ما انت ضد اسرائيل او الصهيونيين، هو حاب يشوف رأيك وردك في الموضوع.
طبعا يعني ما
It feels fucking based. It feels based when I can do these videos where I use like son of a Jew as an insult, or where I literally fucking glaze an organization whilst pretending I'm not affiliated now, okay? Well, I glaze an organization that literally says death to Israel and a curse upon the Jews, as in like they hate the Jews so much that they literally remind you that as well as death to Israel, also curse the Jews. And also, despite all the talk about from Houthis when they say that we are only against Zionists, not Jews, meanwhile, Jews in Yemen get persecuted under Houthi rule, and that's why they've all fucking left, bar one. I think there's like one Jew left in Houthi-controlled Yemen. I remember a report in 2022 said there was down to 7, so... But
ما اهتم يعني ما اهتم لهم. انا عارف اني واقف مع الحق، فما اهتم. حتى اذا وصفوني ارهابي انا عارف اني مع الحق يعني، ومع ضد ما تفعله اسرائيل، ضد ما يفعله الصهاينه. اما زي ما قلت انت وضحت له، اني قلت اليهودي اللي نسميه يهودي، احنا هذاك الشخص اللي واقف مع فلسطين اللي الان يطلع ويرفع علم فلسطين صهيوني، فهو شخص خلاص يعني مجرم مشارك بكل الحرب اللي يحصل على اخواننا في فلسطين يعني، مع اسرائيل يعني بيشجع اسرائيل كل شيء، انها تضرب انها تقصف، وهذول الاشخاص كلهم على خطا واحنا نسميهم صهاينه.
can I talk to you on Discord next time you're live? I think your analysis is Islamophobic. Oh god, riveting. Yes, talk to me whenever you want. God damn it. How are you defending Hila's actions? Which actions? First of all, I said that taking a fucking secretary out on a fucking ride along to a raid, the person, whoever okayed that, should probably be fired. That's really fucking irresponsible. Second of all, you have no idea what this operation was. By the timeline, it sounds like this was just near or on the tail end of the Second Intifada, which means, like, for all you fucking know, this raid could have been against people who were planning a direct attack on Israel. You have no fucking idea. So that's why I neither defend nor condemn what she did, because I don't know anything about what happened. Neither do you. And somehow that's Islamophobic. It was a war crime. It's in Ramallah. She said it. Okay, you don't know anything about international law. That's not my problem. Where does it say in international law that you can't conduct military operations in occupied territory? Where does it say that?
Relax. How you do it, man? Spirits.
Hang on. I'm going to find this thing from... Because apparently you can just say that these heroes of history agreed with you. So even someone who's planning a suicide bombing into Israel proper in Ramallah, it's illegal to go and take them out before they do it. What? What? Oh yeah. Where's the full speech? Thank you, Teuton. They didn't have 23 years to change their flag to include the people who genocided them, according to their words. But okay. Where is the full thing? Z-A... On the website? Is it here? Well, an independent article is probably good enough. Yeah. This is Mandela talking about Lebanon in 1999. Mandela says Israel must give up Arab land, but only for peace. I cannot conceive of Israel withdrawing if Arab states do not recognize Israel within secure borders, he said. Barak wants to renew the peace process with Syria. However, Syria demands that Barak commit to the Golan Heights. Yeah, did you know that Mandela actually opposed unilateral withdrawal? Did you know that? Don't leave without a deal, without mutual recognition and safe and secure borders. Because that's also generally the international standard for these as well. But, okay.
What you want?
Oh. Poisons. Oh, I need to do 6. You can see why, because unilateral withdrawals are quite messy. 10.
Okay. As I said, he's describing the difference between Zionist and Jewish. He's saying anybody encouraging violence on our Palestinian system is Zionist. And he's wrong, on the wrong side of history. I am on the right side. I don't care what they say about me, because I'm on the right side of history. And as I said before, he's describing the difference between a Jewish person and a Zionist person. He's saying a lot of Jewish people are protesting for Palestine and doing a lot of activism around the issue of Palestine. So there is a big difference between the two things. What he's saying is, I don't care what they say because I know I'm right.
Wow. Glaze.
Where that solidarity with Palestine, where does that come from for him? Or for you? Sorry. I'm supposed to be talking to him.
اوكي. هو بيسألك يقول لك من وين التعاطف مع فلسطين، من وين جاء؟
ما
او ايش اللي
سمعت.
يشجعك تتعاطف مع فلسطين؟
طبعا اكيد بنوقف مع فلسطين، لانه احنا نشوف يعني شفنا الأطفال كيف يحصل فيهم في فلسطين، شفنا القصف اللي يقصفوا على الأبرياء، يعني قصف عشوائي. إسرائيل بس قصف عشوائي. إسرائيل لو كانت تريد يعني لو كانت تقف ضد الإبادة الجماعية ما كانت فعلت القصف اللي سوته كله. طبعا يعني في مواضيع كثيرة ايش يتكلم، يعني الحرب الآن اللي فعلوا على اليمن، الآن اليمن وقفت ضد إسرائيل، بتقول لها وقفي الحرب عن فلسطين فقط. اليمن يعني ما تحب انها تكون في الحرب، يعني تحارب وتقاتل الناس من ما شافت قتلته. اليمن بس تقول لهم ارفعوا الحصار عن فلسطين واحنا بنتوقف عن ضربكم فقط، وفلسطين بتقول ارفعوا الحصار عن فلسطين، اوقفوا عدوانكم على فلسطين. ولكن إسرائيل يعني بتحاول انها تطرد الشعب الفلسطيني كامل من فلسطين، وتقتل الطفل والكبير المسن، اي شخص يعني تشوفه فلسطيني بتقتله. شوهوا الاسلام.
Okay, he is describing what he's saying is the IDF or the Israeli military is targeting anything. It's targeting anyone. There is no like a method or any particular clear target of what they are doing. There is like random bombing. There is random targeting. They target everyone. The majority of their target are like women and children. So what he's saying is, it's there is no clear reason. Then he talked about Yemen. He's saying Yemen is being bombed right now because they are saying just stop the forcible immigration and the genocide in Gaza.
Do the Houthis not target anyone? Well, yeah, that's why I would ask him. It's like, where would this energy be for the Saudis or for even the Houthis? If you're not politically affiliated, how do you feel about the Houthis stealing aid, or the Houthis murdering their political opponents, or the Houthis persecuting minorities in your own country? If you're not affiliated, like, you'd have an issue with that, surely. Why Israel, not Sudan? Right? Because Sudan's not that far from Yemen either compared to Israel. Like, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
So as soon as they stop that, Yemen will not be threat to Israel. But they are so stubborn and they want to kill the Palestinian so much, they are willing to fight Yemen on this.
Are you why is it
Fucking
that
one
when you
more.
try to talk about that, or when you say Israel is killing civilians, social media restricts you, or the media wants to?
Social media restricts you because you talk about impaling all the Zionists, which is most Jews, on fucking spikes through their assholes. Okay, puff piece. Beautiful. This is just like it's like a slightly more sophisticated version of is there a KFC in Yemen?
Silence you for that.
اوكي، هو يسألك لما تتكلم عن موضوع فلسطين السوشيال ميديا تبدأ تقفل عليك او تقفل حسابك او كذا.
اكيد
تتوقع ايش السبب؟
طبعا الحسابات يعني كثير، يعني حظر نهائي. يعني حتى انه لما افتح حساب جديد يعني يجلس معي اسبوع اسبوعين، اول ما يبدا يطلع المتابعين يبلع حظر على طول. ولكن ما توقفت عادي، بنشئ حتى 1000 حساب. مع فلسطين مليون.
He's saying as soon as he create account and start getting following, he will get permanently banned. He said like he uses so much account to he created so much account because of this issue, but he's saying he doesn't care. He will create 1,000 account, no issue. His goal is advocate for Palestinian.
I just want to say, I noticed when people have been attacking you, one thing they always leave out is the advocacy for Palestine. They focus on things you say and to misconstrue them, but everything you've ever said about on social media is about Palestine, but they choose to ignore it, and that seems unfair.
It's also about Filipino sailors and ships in the Red Sea that had nothing to do with Israel, or at least very little to do with Israel. And definitely the crew had nothing to do with Israel. Like celebrating bombing ships and shit, but okay, now it's just, that's all Unaffiliated civilian. Okay. Joyceism, thanks to the 10 Australian. Loner, you recommended Violent by We Are the City the other day, and it goes hard. Also, Tame Impala is goated. Any other good album recommendations? Also, Jews shouldn't be on pikes, in my opinion. That's just me. No, remember, he said it's not all Jews. It's only most of them. Okay, chill. Glad you liked it. That's a really good album. Yeah, not enough people know about it. It's very, very, very unknown. Another band that's not very well known that I think should be. The Great Pretenders by Mini Mansions. That is a very good album. Wait, should I not go and get my mount? Fuck, I should go get my mount. Wait, was that the wrong Zeppelin? This is the Undercity. Yeah, okay. Yeah, The Great Pretenders, Mini Mansions. That's a banger.
اوكي هو قاعد يقول ان دائما انت لما تتكلم عن اي شيء يتعلق بفلسطين او اغلب كلامك يكون عن اشياء تتعلق بفلسطين، بس مع كذا ما حد يتكلم لما يجون يتكلمون عنك ما يتكلمون عن موضوع فلسطين.
Chat, we're 30 minutes away. 30 minutes away from the goal. 6 to go. Okay? 6 to go. Andrew DeVilliers, thanks for $5. What internal critique can we make of the left that explains why these audiences are so susceptible to these unsophisticated and unnuanced opinions? Because for a lot of people, the first principle is not making the world a better place or trying to learn about the complexities of the world or foreign policy or anything like that. It's just to jump on a trend and feel good about yourself and scold other people who don't, to create an in-group and an out-group. That's all. Yeah, fucking. I genuinely don't think these people really give that much of a fuck. It's just the validation that they get in exchange for it. Makes them feel smart, makes them feel cultural. Like how bored do you have to be with your own life as well, or like your own, even like the politics of your own country, to be jumping like onto, yeah, very unserious.
يحاولون يدورون اي شيء ثاني عشان يهاجموك فيه، مع ان كلامك في موضوع فلسطين هو عارف انه يعني هو يقول لك انا عارف انه صح، وبصراحه هو شايف انه انت تعامل بشكل غير عادل يعني.
اكيد طبعا انا لما اجي اتكلم مع فلسطين يعني بيكون اول شيء بيحضروا الحساب. ثاني شيء في ذباب الكترونيه كثير، يعني ما تتكلم عن موضوع فلسطين يدخلوا في موضوع ثاني، موضوع سفينه، موضوع قرصان. يعني الموضوع واضح، يعني انا اجي اتكلم واقول وقفوا العدوان عن فلسطين، يعني انا اوصل رساله. بس يعني في ناس كثير يعني مثلي واقفه مع فلسطين وتحاول انها توصل رسائل، بس انا مثل ما تقول اوصل رساله نيابه عن 100,000 شخص، 120,000 شخص، 5,000 شخص. يعني اهم شيء انه
I went back over the 7-minute video from 7 years ago, and Hila said she walked to one house, didn't carry a weapon, but they did make an arrest. She described it as during a small war. Yeah, if that's all the information you have about it, then you're just retarded. Like, you just don't know anything about the conflict. Like, if that sounds like it's at the tail end of the second Intifada, going by the timeline, it's what the fuck.
الموضوع يوصل لهم ويتذكروا ويعرفون ان احنا مساندين اخواننا في فلسطين وما نسيناهم، حتى رغم كل الظروف في اليمن نحن معاهم واقفين معاهم وما نهتمش في الناس. اي شخص ما اهتم مع فلسطين الله يعني حسابه عند الله، احنا ما بنحاسبه او نقول له لازم توقف مع فلسطين سوي. الموضوع واضح جدا، يعني بيشوفوا ايش يحصل لاخواننا في فلسطين. يعني لو يشتوا يوقفوا معاهم، يعني لو ارادوا ان يوقفوا معاهم كانوا وقفوا، لانهم عارفين ان الابرياء في فلسطين كثير، لكن الان يخافوا. يعني حتى في ناس اذا تكلم.
Hey, it's only funny dude. Thanks for $10. Appreciate it. 5 more to go, guys. 5 more to go. Hang on, where is the
يعني في دول ثانيه، الدول العربيه اذا تكلموا وقاموا مع فلسطين بيدخلوهم السجن على طول. كل هذا الذي بيتحالفوا مع ترامب راس المصايب. ترامب الذي يحنب اليهود، يعني ترامب بيودي اليهود. في ناس كثير كرهت اليهود، يعني خلطت بين اليهود والصهاينة، لكن باقي ناس فاهمة الموضوع ان الصهاينة معروفين واليهود اللي نسميهم يهود حطيناهم في جنب ثاني.
Okay. Okay. He's confirming what you said is attacks on him always never discuss the point of Palestine. It's always about the ship. It's about the captain. It's about stuff like this. They never discuss the core of the issue. It's Palestine. He also said the last part about Trump. He's saying Trump is creating more heat for Jews because everyone will think this is the Jews, but this is not for the Jews. This is for Zionists. And
Damn,
Zionists
this guy's got all the
are
talking
not the
points.
Jews. Jews is something that Zionists.
Also, remember, this also would imply logically that Jews are doing it to themselves, because most Jews will signal some empathy for Israel at least, or even most of them in the diaspora would still identify as Zionists. It's still over 60% in the UK. It's still well over 70% in the United States. By this logic, Jews are also hurting themselves by identifying with Israel or having like positive feelings towards the country. Whoops.
Zionists are different things.
I have two questions. The first one is it possible to stand with Palestine while only attacking the resistance, like what's happening in Yemen in the Red Sea, or what's happening in Lebanon or in Gaza, resistance fighters? Are you, what's the word, I guess? Is there a contradiction there?
Is there a contradiction between pretending to care about civilians and then all the groups that you support militant in terms of militancy are groups that target civilians? Yeah, I would say there is. Yeah. Fucking Lebanon. What's happening in Lebanon right now? Oh yeah, the army is fucking putting those Hezbollah fucks in their place, aren't they? With their APCs with the plywood covers. The Lebanese army. I'm so proud. Listen, nothing will ever make me more proud than watching those brave soldiers ready to take on Hezbollah in the south.
Another music question. Can you name a perfect song? I'll go first. Atmosphere by Joy Division.
Thanks for the $10. I really appreciate that. A perfect song. Damn. Perfect. Perfect. I don't know. That's that word. I just don't like that word for describing songs. Listen, look, I have never been so proud of these fucking dudes. Look at them. These guys ready to tell Hezbollah what's what in the south. Listen, bro, you stop fucking firing shitty little rockets and at Israel there and then crying when they bomb you 10 times as hard. Stop doing that. Look, here they come. This is that you're Hezbollah, okay? And then this guy walks up to you. Absolutely bricking it. I've never seen so much testosterone concentrated into one tiny little shitty APC. Salute the flag, boys. We're proud.
People who only attack and say it's terrorists, can they also say they support Palestine?
اوكي هو يسألك يقول لك هل ممكن واحد يدعم فلسطين بس في نفس الوقت قاعد يهاجم كل الناس اللي
I know it's a corny answer, okay, just because it's the one that I've been really obsessed with recently, but it's not even a song. It's like a piece. It's the third movement of Beethoven's Pathétique. That is just, it's just so good. Like every fucking note is just like holy fuck. Yeah, it's just very good. Yeah.
أي مقاومة لإسرائيل يعني أي يهاجم حزب الله في لبنان، يهاجم حماس ويهاجم أنصار الله، بس في الأخير يقول إنه يدعم فلسطين. هل تشوف إن هذا شيء صح أو هل هذا شيء منطقي؟
Elliott Smith Pitzilla is a really good song. Although it's not perfect though. There's a few lines in it that are a bit cringe. I'll think about it.
لا طبعا هذا مش شيء منطقي، يعني لما يتكلم عن أنصار الله في اليمن طبعا هم يمنيين يعني، ولما يجي يتكلم انه يهاجم يعني حزب الله او يهاجم المقاومة في حماس ويقول انه واقف مع فلسطين، هذا كذاب. لانه هؤلاء الأطراف كلهم يعني هذا هو الأطراف اللي يتكلم عنهم الآن حماس وأنصار الله في اليمن واقفين إلى جانب فلسطين، يعني كان بيتحالف معاهم. لو صدق يدعم فلسطين كان بيتحالف مع أنصار الله في اليمن، كان بيتحالف مع المقاومة في حماس، كان بيتحالف مع حزب الله.
He's saying it doesn't make any sense because these people are resisting what Israel is doing, so it doesn't make any sense if you are attacking anybody supporting Palestine.
Yes, they can murder as many Syrians as they want. Hell yeah. They can murder as many of their own protesters as they want. Because they don't like Israel. Genius.
Who do you need to support? Who should be attacking Israel? This is what he's saying. It doesn't make any sense for him.
I love it. It's so the fucking, again, if only people realized how fucking disgusting it is to believe this, to think that basically you can support Assad, you can help him murder over 200,000 plus of his own civilians, just to stay in power. You can plug all his logistical gaps. You can save his fucking army from the brink of defeat and just keep him in power to do all that.
Remember the Holodomor?
You can murder your own people, including left-wingers who oppose you, by the way, because Hezbollah does that as well. You can divert aid away from your own civilians and allow them to and exacerbate the famine that's ongoing in Yemen. You can kill your own dissidents there. You can sex traffic. You can forcibly sex traffic fucking women who are brought to you on trumped-up charges of like indecency, which the Houthis have done in Yemen. You can persecute your Christian, Baha'i, and Jewish minority in your own region because you hate it. And you just get the get out of jail free card because you attack Israel. It's fucking brilliant. It's God's work. Hello, Sev.
Hello, do you still need translation?
Peace sign emoji. Peace sign emoji.
Did he do anything? Did he say anything that wasn't translated properly?
I just came back. I don't know what you're even asking for.
Oh no, it's okay. There was one bit that we were stuck on, but yeah, we got it. Dante helped with it.
Okay. He's in the waiting room, by the way.
Yeah, it's all
Dante.
right. He was just yeah, it's okay.
All
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Take care. Bye bye.
Anytime.
Melinda, thanks for $10. Really appreciate it. Damn.
Least.
When you see people online, people like Ethan Klein, making these videos and talking about you, even though, like you said, and I agree, they don't really care about this issue.
Obviously not, yeah.
What is that?
After I just support 3 of the biggest Arab killers in the region because they attack Israel every now and then. Okay.
I feel like as someone that does care about this issue and someone that does understand what's happening in Gaza better than most people in the world.
Obviously.
اوكي هو قاعد يسألك يقول لك لما إيثان يهاجمك مثلا.
Why would he understand what's happening in Gaza more than most people in the world? He's like 1,000 miles away from Gaza. Okay.
بالنسبة طبعا هو قاعد يهاجمك وهو ما هو مهتم بالوضع في فلسطين، ما هو مهتم، مع انه يقول احيانا انه هو مهتم بس هو فعليا ما هو مهتم. لما تشوف واحد زي كذا يهاجمك وش تحس فيه؟ هذا اول شيء. الشيء الثاني انه هو يعني can you repeat the question because I forgot part of it.
Yes, what is it feel like to see people who don't care about this issue attacking you when you do care about it and it's so important to you and you understand it better than anyone in the world? Like when people try to smear you and say things about you that aren't true. I guess what's the way I want to say this? Like could they ever understand at all what you're going through, or is it just that's not the right word. Give me a second.
Does Noah think Yemen is like right next door to Gaza? I don't know. Okay. Sure.
Do you think they understand what
like how insignificant is it in comparison compared to what you care about Palestine, about freeing Palestine, everything that's going on the internet?
Man, we're really just learning fuck all about. You know what? Back to Hassan's credit. At least with Hassan, we learned like a couple of things about Yemen. I mean, at the beginning we had the the place that he's from, and about the government shutting down work in places depending on Saudi for money. That's true. But God, we spoke more about Ethan Klein than we spoke about fucking Yemen, bro. What the hell? This guy lived through a whole ass war. I don't even think these guys care that much about the war in Yemen because it's not Palestine. It's not Jews doing it. Fuck. There are so many questions you could ask about the war. But like, what's it like where people have to, for their work, like they have to depend, or even just for their well-being, they have to depend on Saudi money. They have to depend on money from the country that was doing the bombing. Like, how do you feel about the fact that like Israel took a priority over Saudi in terms of like the levels of commitment to trying to take them out? Like, why is still death to Israel correspond to Jews, but there's nothing about Saudi in there, despite the fact that they're the ones that inflicted the most damage? Like, how did you feel about the Houthis aligning with Saleh? Because Saleh was a Zaydi Shia, but he was also the ousted fucking president. Did that not feel kind of like a bit slimy of them to do that? But how do you feel about the internal abuses by the Houthis? Like, I mean, they claim to, because he lives under Houthi rule, right? Like, he's lived under Houthi rule in Ib and in Sana'a. So that's why I'm asking, even if he's just an unaffiliated civilian like he says he is. How do you feel about them claiming that they don't, it's only Zionists, it's not Jews, meanwhile they persecute their Jewish minority? How does it feel about them persecuting Christian minorities or Baha'i minorities? How do you feel about their treatment of women? Do you think the allegations are unfounded or are they legitimate? Like, again, as an unaffiliated civilian, you should have an opinion on this. I don't know. But no, let's just talk about, does it not make you mad that people call you a terrorist because you said you were a soldier when asked on one of your social media pages? How does it feel knowing all the things about Gaza? Okay.
With everyone, you know, talking about him or talking about Hassan, for example, does any of this matter?
اوكي هو قاعد
Hell
يسألك
yeah.
يقول لك
Of course it does.
ايش رايك في
They
الناس
love it.
اللي تهاجمك او تهاجم حسن. انت عارف حسن صح اللي سويت معه لقاء؟
اكيد يس نعم.
اوكي ايوه الناس اللي تهاجمك او تهاجم حسن او تهاجم اي احد عشان موضوع فلسطين، مع انه انت عارف عن موضوع فلسطين اكثر من اغلب الناس هذه. يعني اغلب الناس هذه هي قاعده تتكلم في الموضوع بس ما هي عارفه، انت عارفه اكثر من الناس هذه. فهو يقول لك يعني بالنسبه لك هل تشوف هذا شيء صغير ولا يعني ايش حجم الشيء هذا بالنسبه لك يعني؟
طبعا اي شخص يعني ايثان كلاين او اي شخص انتقدني اني واقف الى جانب فلسطين او انتقد ايش اسمه حسن، يعني فهذا شخص غلط في غلط، لان هذا الشخص الان بيلوث عقول ناس كثير. يعني اذا باقي شخص او انسان واقف الى جانب فلسطين او واقف ضد الاباده الجماعيه، هذا ايثان كلاين او غيره يجي الان يلوث عقول هذه الناس، لانهم اولاد ذباب الكترونيه، يعني جالسين في البيت ياكلوا ويشربوا يتفرجوا الافلام يتفرجوا اشياء حب رومانسيه، يعني ما يعرفوا ايش معنى الله وايش معنى الحق وايش معنى فلسطين وايش معنى الابرياء. يعني الابرياء هناك يموتوا، هؤلاء يعلق ايش ما كان الموضوع، يدخل يعلق وخلاص، مش فاهم الموضوع ولا فاهم الحرب ولا فاهم اي شيء.
Okay. He's saying like a lot of people criticizing him like, and Hassan don't understand what is anything, and even they comment on a lot of things they don't understand, not only in this issue, other issues as well. So he's saying these people want to say anything about anything just to have an opinion. That's one thing. The other thing he's saying, these people are spreading you know a lot of misinformation and dangerous information about this. This is one of his issues with people like this, because with the spreading of these misinformation, it will be some people will believe it and will not look for the right information regarding anything they say. They will take his authority and run with it. And what he's saying, this is dangerous.
Do you see from the people we're talking about, do they share Zionist propaganda, do you think? Do they normalize Israel? But that's just my view of it, is the types of things they say, even if they're doing it just because they want to make money, it's still
this guy with fucking epic swords and total fucking twink gear wants to do a duel to the death. Fuck off. Oh, thank you. Wait, is this a duel to the death? Thank you. I like him. He's nice. He's so nice. Oh, okay.
Defending Israel in a way, and I don't know if he feels that way, because it seems like they attack him for, you know, similar reasons, just the opposite.
Holy shit, man. Fucking fix your brain
just
before
similar
asking these
reasons, I
questions. Jesus Christ.
Okay. هو قاعد يسألك
The
يقول
way these guys talk about Wikipedia, but read the Wikipedia on Yemen so you can have like more than 10 minutes of interesting questions. Jeez, fuck.
الناس اللي تنشر المعلومات هذه او الناس اللي تتكلم في الكلام هذا زي ايثن وغيره، هل انت شايف هذا الدفاع عن الصهيونية او دفاع عن اسرائيل، او انت شايف انه هو بس يعني يبغى يتكلم وخلاص؟ هذا شيء. الشيء الثاني انه هو يعني يسألك انه هو يعني الكلام اللي قاعدين يشوفوه، هل انت شايفهم هم صهاينة برضو؟
طبعا اكيد متصهينين.
10 minutes left in the gold chat. 10 minutes left for 5 more subs. Oh god. 5 more. Super chats, not subs. Fuck subs. It's an emergency.
يعني من خلال كلامه انه يعني صهيوني، دام هو يدعم يعني يعني يتصنع الكذب على الناس، يفتري على اي شخص، يقول هذا الشخص ارهابي، هم يصدقوا على طول. وطبعا ايثان كلاين يعني يحاول، ايثان كلاين او اي شخص ثاني يعني يحاول انه يصنع له هيبه، يعني سوى محتوى ويحاول انه يصنع له هيبه في هذا الحرب، وانه تدخل وانه طلع وتكلم مع الصهاينه وانه شجع الصهاينه، يعني يحاول يصنع لنفسه هيبه، ونهايه هذا الشخص بيكون مجنون او بيكون في حاله نفسيه، لانه عارف نفسه حتى هو انه كذاب يعني، وانه منافق، وانه مش واقف مع الحق، اخرته مجنون.
Okay, he's saying this much lying will in the future will ruin his mind and you know, corrupt his mind.
Like
I think
he's
that's
going,
more
Ethan
accurate.
is going kind of crazy.
Yes, because nobody lied this much, and
It'd be really funny just to hear him say a bunch of Arabic shit and then just go crash out. Okay. Feel like Goblin, thanks for the £5. If you insist, I do insist. Yes.
have a sane, you know, have a sane mind. What he's saying, and he's saying like, for me, everything I see from him is Zionist propaganda. It's
Obviously.
there is nothing I see from him. It's advocating for the innocent people. And
I have to say something.
Huh.
How the fuck did Teuton ask better questions than
What, to
this?
the IDF soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? What the fuck, man?
What the fuck?
I keep saying again, it's like there's a profound lack of interest. Like it's all like that's why like they say that they do the drama so they can get more eyeballs in the situation. Like no, they don't give a fuck. Like it's like it's like political slop, right? You know that like everything no one knows about Yemen, you could literally just put down on like half of an A4 piece of paper and still leave some space as well.
Again,
Like,
it didn't like fucking what's his name,
Red
Hassan,
heart emoji.
Hassan not know where the fuck Yemen was.
oh no, that was he
before.
was joking. He was pretending to be ignorant. You know, definitely.
No, he hit every fucking
I
country
know,
in the
but
region.
that's the cope now. The cope is that he was just joking. It was just all a joke. LeMayo.
Wasn't he screaming at the screen? Where the fuck is Yemen?
Yeah, but it was a joking scream, you know?
Okay.
He's just a very good actor that one time.
Okay. What are some actual like? What's the top question Teuton asked? Because I think I missed Teuton. I thought because I had to do something at that time. But I know he didn't fucking soy out like I thought he would.
Yeah, he was. So he asked about the Hannibal Directive, which again is fair because he was there on October 7th. He asked him, he asked him about other soldiers committing war crimes. He asked him about if he had his own personal red lines, like if they did this, this, and this, like would you still serve? And he was like, no.
So he asked
like,
all
yeah,
questions that we already asked.
kind of, but again, like he wasn't listening to the conversation.
Oh, fair enough.
So
Okay. Oh yeah, because he was having his own conversation in the fucking waiting room.
yeah.
You're welcome. That's the culture I developed in that fucking waiting room.
Yeah, he asked
Please
about
just sit-
he asked about specifics as well in terms of like stories about the conflict. So yeah, it was it was interesting.
How is Teuton asking better questions than the people he watches? What the fuck?
Don't know, eh? Because
Does he watch Noah Samsen?
don't know.
He watches Hassan mostly, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so. I mean, I feel like
Well, then
he
again-
looks a lot. He definitely reads the subreddits a lot as well. You can tell that.
He's definitely fucking like asked better questions than Hassan did
Yeah.
than to
well,
the Houthi guy. Also, I heard some people saying like talking to. I made a comment that might be a little racist towards Yemenis.
okay. Where?
I
What?
said Yemeni dialect sounds like Fusha if it had Down syndrome.
Okay. Yeah, that is
It's-
quite
it
offensive.
sounds-
Jesus, the fuck.
Listen, it sounds like someone's drunk and trying to speak Fusha. It's like I don't know what that's how it sounds like to me.
Okay.
Regardless of that, by the way, his fucking dagger. If anyone pointed that out and said it's clear that he's a Houthi because of it, that's like a cultural thing.
Yeah, I know it
for
is. Like
Yemenis.
everyone in fucking
Punjab.
Yemen has one of these fucking things. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. I know an Israeli who traveled to Dubai, and he is like Yemeni Jewish, and he had the same garb this guy has on right now,
Yeah.
but with the headwear as well.
And shank.
Okay,
Okay.
that was good.
Oh, the goal isn't
That-
moving.
that-
That's weird.
Good job, Tash. Funniest joke you've said ever since I knew you for like 3 years.
Wow. Got him.
Surprising.
Fine boom. Yeah, that's all
I
the best
met
got.
Tash on a fucking game, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, and he somehow randomly messaged me saying, "Is that you on Lonerbox's stream?"
Really?
We
That's
were
funny.
playing a game that is the most toxic cesspool of any fucking cesspool you could possibly think of.
Good. What is it?
Mortal Online 2.
Okay.
It's a MMO, but not your peaceful MMO that you're playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
The baseline game is a hardcore game.
I have a
where
horse
if you
now.
die,
Look at me
you'll-
go. I'm like running around all over the
Oh, good
place.
job. Yeah. What the fuck is that? Why is that horse legs like skinny as fuck? What the fuck?
It's a dead horse. It's a skeletal war horse.
Oh, it's a skeleton. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. On that game, if you die, you just lose all the shit you have on your character at that time, and it's open world PvP. So anywhere you are, you can be either killed by one person or be killed by 100 people.
Good.
It's just completely unfair game where no matter what you do, it's like people will play in the most scummy way possible.
Nice.
It is cancer. Yes, for someone saying it sounds cancer, it is cancer. And as soon as it went to subscription to play, pretty much everybody that was like casually playing it stopped playing it. Of
Fuck.
course I died. Everyone died on that game. There's not a single person that doesn't die on that game.
Oh, where's the big bad raptor?
Did you level up today? Or no?
Did I lose him? Where is he? The fuck?
You didn't. Okay, go back to your
Yeah, I
slot,
have leveled up today, yeah, and I'm gonna level up again, okay? I'm on it.
Okay. I
There
believe in
you are.
Get to 60 already. Jeez.
Try my best. I'll
Alright.
make you proud.
I would be proud if you stopped playing WoW after 60.
Okay. Tough crowd.
Yeah, I was called the Beyblade in that game. Alright, bye-bye.
Alright, bye. So it turns out the goal isn't actually updating, so we might have already hit it and just not known. I'm so sorry. Thanks for the 19.99, Billy Brown, and Dilute Mule. Thanks for the $5. The goal isn't moving from 15. Yeah, I learned that because I saw your chat. Thank you. Well, fuck. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the news about the diplomats. We'll have to do that as well. Okay.
In Palestine.
I agree with you that the types of people that are attacking you are stupid and self-interested. Due to that, is it even worth talking about them? Because sometimes I feel that same way, that it's irrelevant to what's important, which is Palestine. Like when you talk about Palestine, or when other people online talk about Palestine, that's so much more important than what these people think. So does that ever, I guess, bother you, or do you think about that?
هو قاعد يسألك يقول لك يعني هو أحيانا يشوف يعني إيش الأهم، إنك تتكلم عن موضوع فلسطين ولا إنك تتكلم عن إيثان والناس اللي زيه. لأن أحيانا الناس اللي زيه إيثان والناس اللي زيه قاعدين ينشرون أشياء سيئة عن فلسطين أو شيء زي كذا. ف يقول لك يعني بالنسبة لك إيش.
Lil Pug, you've spoken about Ethan. You've asked him more about Ethan than like anything else. He's like, Ethan's got more attention than Palestine and Yemen in this entire conversation. Shouldn't you make up your mind about that before you start firing in like this? Noah talks like it's his first day talking. I think Noah would probably call that ableism, wouldn't he? Even though he's trying to say that Ethan's Tourette's make him look like he's drugged out. But okay, jeez. So mean, guys. Very mean. Ah! No! It's fine.
يعني ايش تختار تتكلم عنه ولا وش رايك يعني ايش اهم تتكلم عن غزة والوضع في غزة او تتكلم عن ايثن والناس اللي زيه او تتكلم عن الاثنين؟
طبعا اذا كنت اهتمت في موضوع ايثان كلاين يعني وجلست تناقش الموضوع هذا، فانت يعني بتظل اللي يحصل في فلسطين، يعني بتخلي ناس كثير يعني تنسى ما يحصل في فلسطين يعني وتشجع ايثان كلاين. يعني ايثان كلاين لما يشوفك تكرر معاه في نفس الموضوع، تتناقش معاه، ايثان كلاين خلاص يعني بيحب هذا الموضوع ويفرح فيه، لانه يعني شاف ان الناس اهتمت لكلامه.
Only 5 levels left. It goes up to 60, bro. What are you talking about?
لكن لو تجاهلت ايثان كلاين وتكلمت وناشدت عن ما يحصل في فلسطين، فهذا بيكون لصالح فلسطين، وايثان كلاين بيعرف نفسه انه انسان حشره وانه كاذب، وان الحق واضح مثل عين الشمس كل الناس تعرف.
Okay. What he's saying, for him, he ignore what Ethan say, because for him what's important is what's happening in Palestine. So
He called Ethan a cockroach. Is that true? That's funny. Insect.
that's the most important thing to him. He's saying if you talk to Ethan Klein, it will encourage him to say more, and it will be back and forth,
Oh.
and it will turn like
He's giving you good advice there. This wise, definitely not Houthi related, definitely not Houthi supporter, definitely not Houthi propagandist, definitely not Houthi soldier, who definitely cares about the Arabs whilst also supporting Hezbollah. Okay. And simping for a group that is aligned with the axis of resistance. This guy, that's good advice, Noah. That's very good advice. Maybe next time when you've got this opportunity, don't ask him fucking 5 questions about Ethan Klein. Holy shit.
personal, personal back and forth. For him, he doesn't care about this. This is not focus, at least now.
You already know
what's important.
Oh, go ahead.
What's important now for him is to focus on what's happening in Palestine. Back and forth, we can have this, but not in these times.
We are going to be on Ethan's podcast tomorrow, probably. They're going to show this. So say, hi, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. Because he's going to talk about this to try and make money.
Got him.
So just you can say hello or whatever you want to say.
Bro, this is our fucking jobs. Everyone's making money off of this shit. What are you talking about? Why is it only like it's only to make money when other people do it? Fuck off.
To him, I'm assuming.
Okay, هو قاعد يقول
He's
لك
gonna do it regardless of what we say. So.
Okay, هو يقول لك مهما تكلمنا عن الموضوع أنا متأكد إنه بكرة إيثان
Wait, where
بيتكلم
was the
عنه وبيجيب
insect
الفيديو
comment?
هذا.
Why is the guy?
يعني.
Why is the guy fucking? It's not even that bad to call someone an insect. Like whatever.
يقول له كيف الحال.
Do you want me to translate the insect part of what he said?
Sure.
Well, he said if you ignore Ethan when instead of talk about Palestine, Ethan would know he himself is an insect and insignificant. The meaning of the use insect here is that he's insignificant.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's the word, if you're looking for it to pretty much like translate it, is hashara.
Fashara.
Hashara.
Hashara.
You know the sound that you make after you drink a cold Coke, and then
Yes.
shut up. Hashara.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's how I taught people to say that fucking letter. People can't say it. It's fine.
I get it. Anyway.
You're Lebanese. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in your
it's somewhere in there.
your genetics.
Yeah.
Well, you're Maronite. I don't know. You guys speak French more than you do Arabic.
Yeah. Fucking weirdos.
It is. Merci. Fucking I
True.
hate it.
Monsieur.
Bro. Monsieur.
Monsieur Nasrallah. It's so
fucking.
These interviews that they do.
I fucking hate Lebanese. Like they're not all all the Lebanese people. It's the Lebanese people in Beirut specifically that are like super fucking wannabe French.
East Beirut, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that are like fucking cringe. The ones in the south are usually like normal people, because you know they're closer to Palestinians, so of
obviously,
course they're more normal.
What, the Shiites? That's what you identify with now.
They're more not necessarily, yeah, because there's Sunnis down there too.
It's mostly Shia in the south, no?
It's mostly, yes, but Sunnis live there too. I'm talking about the ones that like not want to be fucking French. Like that's the Lebanese people that are usually.
I was just bringing up the Shia thing to try and like divide and conquer, but it failed.
Why the fuck would I care? It's like they're already divided themselves into 3 sects.
Yeah, but every now and then you need someone to remind them of it, so they keep fighting.
Fair enough. Chat you.
Bye. You're one of the good ones, remember? Yeah. Ugh! Where is this? Anathek the Cruel. Who's that? Lonerbox. The Wise. There? Oh, I hate this place, actually. This place is intense. Ugh!
ما انا اقول الايثان كلاين قصده ولا
هو يقول لك كذا كذا، انا عارف، انا متاكد انه هو بكره بيسحب مقطع من المقابله هذه ويبدا يتكلم عننا، فهو يقول لك سلم عليه في الفيديو عشان هو بيتكلم عنه بكره، لو حاب توجه له رساله برضه.
على ذا الحين حركه كبيره. طبعا ايش اسمه ايثان كلاين. هاي ايثان كلاين مهما حاول ومهما سوى ومهما فعل، انت عارف نفسك انك حشره، وانك يعني حتى الطفل الذي في الشارع اشرف منك وعنده عقليه احسن منك. انت ما عندك عقليه، انت فقط اخذت الموضوع محتوى. الناس قاعده تموت في غزه وانت فاعل الموضوع محتوى. انت عشان المال بتبيع نفسك، يعني ما عندك والله ما في عقل. عندي انا تفال او يمكن في عقل بطاطا، ولا عنده اي شيء. ايثان كلاين
he's saying he's saying you know, this guy will say and do anything for money. He's saying I don't think this guy he described his mind as a potato, and
It's accurate.
and he's saying you know, he said hi, and what we should focus on, not to turn this into content, because there is people dying. He's saying
Okay. Good luck with that, buddy. Bro, this guy, you come to the wrong place. You come to the wrong place if you think there's no content being made out of this. What was it Hila said about, is it Hila? It's Hila, right? What was it she said about Noah? She said, it sounds like there's just fucking dust in his head. Just like there's not really a brain, there's just like a kind of wrinkly clump of dust. I feel that. That one struck a chord for me. Hila, shut up.
يعني for him, he doesn't want to turn this into content, because this should not be content. People dying.
Good luck with that, buddy. Good luck.
But for Ethan, it
make
is
content.
And that's unfortunate.
You're being live streamed, pal.
What do you think is the way forward with Palestine? What can we do?
I know what he wants to say, but he's in PR mode right now. Even Hassan said that he seems like media trained, so not even my fucking idea. I know what he wants to say. What do you think he wants to say?
Airstrikes. Bomb them.
That's what he wants to say. But let's see. Let's see what the PR version is.
قاعد يسألك ايش مفروض نسوي لفلسطين؟ ايش اللي نقدر نسويه حاليا؟
طبعا اللي بنسويه لفلسطين اكيد كل واحد بيسوي اللي يقدر، يعني في النشر، انك تنشر تظهر الحق. دامك عارف ان فلسطين على حق، انشر، تكلم. اذا قدرت تعمل حملة جمع تبرعات في اطفال في غزة ما يعرف ايش ياكل، سوي حملة تبرع، يعني سوي حملة وجمع تبرعات. سوي اللي تقدر عليه، احسن من ما توقف. يعني انك توقف وما تتكلم عن الموضوع ولا تهتم، لان هذا بيكون النهاية، بتكون بينك حساب بينك انت والله. ويعني بالنهاية هذه أطفال، يعني أطفال وناس أبرياء. يعني هذا الحرب كلها والله ما تستحق إن يحصل في فلسطين هكذا. يعني
The translator is going to translate that part accurately.
Okay.
So I'll probably translate it for you. So he said, obviously asked him, what do you think we should be doing in this case? And it is, he first off said, keep posting about Palestine, specifically about Palestine. Do not stop posting about it. Keep getting the word out for donations to Palestinians in Gaza. Keep, just focus on getting donations to Gaza. He didn't specifically say until you paused. He didn't say anything specific about donations. He didn't mean fucking weapons or anything. Specifically, they didn't say specific. So mainly, it will be considered as like aid, like get aid to Gazans, or like donate to Gazans, or give them money to Gazans. And just pretty much just get them aid and keep spreading awareness is his advice. Which is interesting. From a Houthi, I thought he was just something more violent.
No, this guy he knows the kind of people he's talking to now. He's already done
But
these videos
the
where
kind of
he's
people
like,
he's talking to, would support a violent fucking like.
yeah, they would, but they don't. He knows like about TOS now. He's probably like, yeah, the guy has definitely been, like Hassan said, he's got like a media trained kind of way of talking, or just like a media conscious way of talking, right? Like he did that video saying about how like they really love Jews and it's just the Zionists we have a problem with, and they had like that fucking cute little music in the background.
No
and
real,
shit, so.
no real Middle Eastern person is gonna be like, oh, actually, we love the Jews. If you ask a real Middle Eastern person who's not aware of these fucking norms on the internet, the words, if you ask him about the Jews, most likely is gonna be Kusum Yahud, which is like fuck the mothers of the Jews. Like that's your average Middle Eastern person. Most people would not say that. So yeah, no, I would believe that he is media trained.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to be media trained. It's just like media
or
conscious.
media aware.
Yeah.
Dante, don't act like that's not a thing. Unless you're diaspora, that is very fucking common in the Middle East.
I know "son of a Jew" is a common insult. Like it just means like the same as "son of a bitch."
It's not. It's not that. It's not that common.
Well, my dad said it's common. Okay, so maybe it's older. Yeah.
No one. I've never really heard someone Yabn al-Yahud. I hear Yil'an al-Yahud, which is like damn the Jews. When something bad happens, instead of saying shit, fuck, or whatever, La'natullah al-Yahud, or like Yil'an al-Yahud, damn on the Jews,
really?
or may God curse the Jews. Yeah.
Do you say that when you like stub your toe?
I've heard it mostly when they're watching the news, but since I live in Palestine or Israel, you know, most of the news is about what Israel's doing to Palestinians. So you hear that shit. You hear that shit often.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of insults towards the Jews here. You know, you can probably guess why.
Based. Okay.
But Dante, you're waffling. Unless you're like a diaspora Arab, it's very common in the Middle East and to just like curse out the Jews.
He deleted this. What is this? I can only see the preview because he deleted it. Eid is not complete with new clothes. Eid is complete with bombing Tel Aviv. Okay, yeah, obviously that's what I mean. Yeah, of course he wants that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because everyone buys new clothes for Eid.
بالشوكولاتة والحليب. Okay, see ya. That's my remix.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll understand it.
Okay.
وجالسين في البيوت بس كل واحد يعمل اللي يقدر عليه.
Okay, he's saying everyone should do what they can.
My family's in a Palestinian refugee camp in Lebanon. They never spoke like that. Oh, I don't know if my family's ever spoken like that, but I know my dad said that son of a Jew is fairly common, at least amongst, but that's probably from his youth. Like whenever I talk to like, especially Arab boomers, there's always like a double speak about it though. It's always the Jews and the Christians and the Muslims, they're all one family. We're all from the same like Abrahamic religion and all that stuff. Like we want equality and all that. But also Israel did 9/11. Israel is behind the fucking false numbers in the Holocaust. Israel started every war in the Middle East. Israel is backing ISIS. Like it's always, but also we don't have any issue with the Jew. It's like it's that kind of like dissonance that you see. Israel was behind the Zionists, sorry, were behind the Russian Revolution. That's what I seem to notice. Like the doublespeak.
We know we are right. We know this is the correct position. This is the right side of history. Everyone should do what they can. If you can raise money, raise money. If you cannot raise money, do spread content about this. Inform people around you about this. Everyone should do how much you can do, or however you can do about this situation, or whatever you can, because he's talking about as Muslim, we believe there is Day of Judgment. So he's saying, in the Day of Judgment, I can say I did this when people were dying.
Does Rashad have any questions for myself or any YouTube people or Hassan or anyone else? I'm asking if he knows bad empanada.
What?
هل عندي أي أسئلة؟ طبعا
عندك أي أسئلة له أو لحسن أو تعرف بادن بنادة ولا ما تعرفه؟
من هو؟
لا شكلك ما تعرفه. واحد عنده قناة هو يقول لك مين تعرف في اليوتيوب يعني.
طبعا يعني اتابع كثير، يعني اللي حتى اللي طلعوا مع نوح قبل يومين شاهدت البث كامل قبل امس من اول ما بدا الحمله، بس ما اعرفهم اسامي بسبب.
I understood son of a Jewish woman relating back to the accusation that a Jewish woman poisoned the prophet. Interesting. And you're Shia, right? Jew in Iraq is used for cheap, sadistic, and sociopathic. Like how? In what context? Like how would you say that in a sentence? I know there's a thing where back in the... It's a Sunni belief. Oh, okay. Back in the day, people used to say like... you Jewed me. Like if you scammed someone or you like pulled the wool over someone's eyes, like you did something like mischievous or deceptive, you Jewed them. That was a thing. Very British thing. I feel like I could go to the deli and get a better translator than this guy. Jesus.
Okay. He's saying he's...
طيب قول لها يعني ايش رايهم يعني باللي تسويها الان اليمن، يعني باللي فعلت بالسفن او بالقصف الى اسرائيل، يعني هل اليمن على خطا او ايش رايها يعني في الموضوع هذا؟
Fucking scout.
Okay. He's saying he watch your stream. I don't think he know Vadim Panada, but he watched your stream yesterday and the day before.
Shots fired.
But since the stream started, but he doesn't understand that much because he doesn't speak English. He also asking you a question. What do you think about what Ansar Allah are doing in support of Palestine? Do you think what they are doing is right? Stopping ships going to Israel and now bombing the stopping the airport as well? Because I think 2 days ago they also announced they will have blockade on Jaffa port. So
they want to blockade Jaffa, the Arab city. What? Okay. Beautiful. Well, good luck. Good luck, my Palestinians in Jaffa. It's you versus the Houthis now, okay? And they're doing it for you.
Now there is second port they are going to target. So now...
Did he say Haifa or... Well, Haifa's mixed, but I think Jaffa is a higher proportion Arab, right? Oh, well.
Now, one airport and two seaport.
Oh, yeah, they're going to close the airspace as well with their little rockets.
Say, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about how I feel about the Houthis without the FBI arresting me.
Oh, eat glass, you fucking cowardly, LARPing, self-aggrandizing piece of shit. The FBI, for what? An opinion about the fucking Houthis? Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? You might get a fucking slap on the wrist from YouTube, maybe, even though people support this shit all the fucking time. Mate, you are not fucking special. You're a white American citizen, okay? It's not impossible, okay? It's not impossible. Maybe first they came for Mahmoud Khalil, then they came for the guy who they thought had an MS-13 fucking, Photoshop tattoo, right? But last on the list, okay, is a white fucking posh boy from LA. Jesus Christ. The FBI.
But, I would say this motion and this motion and free Palestine from the river to the sea.
There you go. Let's go. Woo.
Okay.
Destroy Israel. Fucking hell yeah.
لا اللي يبغى يقوله ما يقدر يقوله عشان
فاهم
ما يبغى ما يبغى انت فهمت وش قصدي.
Why would you say... Do you think the FBI are do you think the FBI are just like AI, like badly trained AI robots? If you think you're scared of the FBI, you think the FBI is going to sit there being like, with their fucking donuts, Jack, you got to see this. What is it? And the guy comes in his big fucking dark suit. What we got here? We got a guy, okay? He's being very ambiguous about his opinions on the Houthis, okay? Sorry. He's being very ambiguous of his opinion on Ansar Allah, but he's done 2 gestures here. He has performed 2 kinetic gestures in response to being asked his opinions. on this designated terrorist organization. One of which is this and this. Now I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Can we get one of the interns to see if they can decipher this youthful gesture? What the fuck? Okay. I'm told this is supposed to resemble the heart organ of a human being. And this is supposed to be some kind of kinetic bodily gesture of approval and elation. Shut him down. Fuck me.
ايوه فهمت ايوه فهمت.
ايوه
قول له
بس فهو سوى لك الحركه هذه عشان يعبر عن ايش يبغى يقول.
ايوه فاهم لهم. وطبعا قول له يعني هل
اي بس وقال لك من النهر الى البحر ان شاء الله بنحرر فلسطين.
اكيد ان شاء الله ما تبقى لهم سفينه باذن الله. قول له يعني
Do you think he got a visit from the FBI after he called for a violent resistance in the previous video? Oh, clearly.
هل يفكروا بزياره اليمن يعني ان يجوا لليمن يوما ما يعني في اي سنه او احنا اجانب في اي مكان في اليمن وفي كل المحافظات يعني هم اخواننا ويعني حبيناهم اكثر.
اوكي انا ابغى اساله بس انا متاكد انه حاليا اي شخص يسافر لليمن بيسووا له مشاكل في المطار. انا اقول لك يعني هذا شيء انا عارفه.
اقول له
يعني
اقول لها يعني بغير السؤال بس اقول لها يعني احنا يعني احنا نتشرف يعني وان شاء الله ان تنتهي هذا الحرب والاباده الجماعيه ونستقبل الاجانب كلهم واحنا نحترمهم وشفناهم يعني كيف يوقفوا مع الاطفال والابرياء والمساكين. طبعا حبهم الشعب اليمني اكثر يعني وليس انا فقط. الشعب اليمني كله يتكلم عن الاجانب ويتابع ايش يحصل يتابعوا حتى نوح وحسن يتابعوا كثير يعني من الاجانب اللي ينشروا كامل ويتضامنوا. طبعا والله نحبهم واي لاف يو لهم الاجانب كلهم واللي يشاهدوا البث واللي يدعم فلسطين كلكم اي لاف يو وانتم على الحق استمروا ولكل ظالم نهايه ايش اسمه الشر ما يصيب الا اهله يعني الصهاينه بيصيبوا نفسهم فقط.
Okay. What he's saying is he like to extend the invitation for you and for anyone after this genocide stop to come to Yemen. He welcome everyone, and he's saying Yemen is beautiful. Personally, this is not what he said, but personally, I think Yemen is one of the most beautiful countries on earth. This is genuinely something, you know. There is a lot of mountains there, and the weather there is very good. And every 2 days there is rain, and there is, you know, the weather is amazing in Yemen. This is what I'm saying personally. So if anybody have the chance to go to Yemen, they should. Other thing he's saying is he's encouraging you and Hassan and everyone else. Keep going. And
oh no, I thought he was going to invite them. I love it when he invites them to Yemen because then they quiver in their little fucking comfy bedrooms. These like slimy fucking dead behind the eyes fucking morons. Oh no, please do it. Please invite them over to Yemen. Jackson Hinkle went, you know, and as American citizens, mate, you're not going to get fucking bombed. Like, shut the fuck up. He did invite them. What, just now? Did I miss that? I wasn't paying attention.
We should push for defending Palestine because this is the correct thing to do. We are on the right side of history. We are right. We know we are right, so we should keep going.
Free Palestine, and I would love to come visit you. It would be an honor. You and the people of Yemen.
Oh, go for it! Hell yeah!
Are our heroes. We stand with you, and we stand with Palestine. And I'm gonna. It sounds. I'll pull up. I'll be there. So, just.
Remember the Holodomor?
Okay. هو يقول لك ان شاء الله بيحاول يزور.
Manderly Pies too. Thanks for the sub.
شو اسمه هو يعني احنا ندعم فلسطين وان شاء الله تتحرر فلسطين ويعني شويه اشياء كذا يعني تشجيع لك. Okay, I want to ask him another thing. Can I ask him?
Oh yes, go ahead.
That's better than Hassan because Hassan used a cop out. He was like, "Oh, I'm scared of American bombs." Yeah, definitely not scared about the fucking stateless like ragtag militia that imprisons their own people and imprisons people on trumped up charges and kidnaps aid workers. They're definitely not worried about those guys being fucking unhinged. No. Where actually it's the Americans we're worried about. You know, they're going to do a targeted airstrike on us. Okay. What if this guy's an FBI operative who's just using this kid to fucking... Who's just using this garb and this facade to bait them into coming to Yemen so the FBI can get carte blanche to just airstrike them from a distance. Have they ever thought about that one? Those famous FBI airstrikes. Yeah, we'll just pretend those exist as well, because that's the kind of thing they would say. This honeypot youth. And they're like, yeah, we can catch this guy when he's young. Radicalized.
Health warning.
And then they turn up in Yemen, and the guy takes them into their house. And it's just Jack Bauer turns around in a chair with dark glasses with a laptop and just turns around and says, how do you explain this? And it's just a bunch of like snark posts. It's just a bunch of H3 subreddit posts about these guys being unhinged and unpatriotic. And then they get assassinated. It's a very realistic scenario. I'd be worried about it.
اوكي انا حابب اسالك انت من اب صح؟
طبعا نعم.
اوكي عندك اي صله بالحوثيين؟
طبعا زي ما قلت وزي ما وضحت يعني صح الحوثيين هم يمنيين
لا
يعني
هم انا عارف انه لا انا عارف انا قصدي انه يعني حسب ما انا فاهم اب جنوب صنعاء صح ولا لا؟
لا اب في الشمال.
صنعاء؟
ايوه نعم.
اوكي كم بينك وبين صعده؟
يعني كثير يعني بس ما اعرف يعني كم المسافه بس
بعيدة
كثير
يعني.
طيب يا اخي
يعني.
بس ايوه بس يعني
لا انا اسال عشان ايش؟ عشان اوضح للناس انه اب بعيد
أيوة
عن صعده، صعده شيء واب شيء.
ايوه الان بوضح لك يعني صعده يعني في مكان بعيد يعني في كل محافظات اليمن طبعا كبيره وجبليه.
Didn't they arrest Snowden and Assange for free speech? Okay. They arrested Snowden for leaking... Snowden and Assange were leaking classified information. I think with Snowden it was the... what were they called? NSA. For leaking NSA documents. That's slightly more... I don't... Why would you try to put these guys on the same level as fucking Snowden? Holy shit. Snowden and Assange broke like 1 billion US laws. as whistleblowers, yeah. These guys are expressing an opinion with their First Amendment rights on YouTube and making a shitload of money about it. How fucking dare you compare those two? Even if you don't support Assange or Snowden, like, comparing that to this, like, fuck, you're a god. Your favorite content creators are not that special. Holy shit.
في كل يعني تشوف ناس يعني
هي نعرف
اللي يخرجوا
whistle blowhards. Hello.
I'm not sure what this translator is trying to do, but I think he's trying to distance him from saying he's a Houthi. I think, or maybe there's just like some context I'm missing here. Like he's like trying. Basically, he said you have a jither, or a jither, which is like a root in the Houthis, the Houthiyin, and he's like, yeah, of course I do. And then and that's what the fucking Houthi guy answered. He said, yeah, of course I do. And then he started telling him to be like, oh, but where is the place you're from? The place you're from is very far from where the Houthis are. And it's like, oh, he said, even the Houthi guy said it is quite a bit far, but the place he's in is in the north. Well, the translator thought it was in the south. And he asked him, how far is Idlib? I'm not sure what the place is called.
Yeah. Idlib is like, it's currently Houthi controlled, but it's on the edge, so I don't think it was later. It came under Houthi control later. Yeah.
And then he asked him how far it is from
Sana'a.
I didn't hear Sana'a. I heard Saad or some shit. Maybe he's talking about Sana'a. And then what's it called? He told him it's still far away. Like it's still far away, even though Ib is in fucking the north. He is trying to like make him distance himself from the Houthis. Like he's not directly telling him, but he's like trying to get him to like less of a spotlight of him saying he's a Houthi. If you know what I'm saying, it's like it's like me saying someone asking me like an Arab asking me, oh, what's that dialect? Oh, it's like Palestinian Falahi. And then an Israeli hears me and he's like doesn't like that, and because he knows I'm like, no, he's Israeli. Like it's fucking weird. It's like because I'm both, but they want to try and say that I'm not something that they don't want me to be. Do you understand what I'm doing?
Yeah, can we just get to... He was pressing him more... Yeah, Dante's got an opinion on that as well. Let's just go and hear it. Hang on. Let's hear it again.
I heard him about the location pressing him, but not really the Houthis. Good.
Okay. Dante, you have an opinion on what he just said as well?
Dante, you're in here, by the way.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, I thought he was more pressing him than trying to
No,
distance him
if you hear what he said, it's like, oh, when he immediately asked him, oh, do you have إلك جذر في الحوثية في الحوثيين?
Yeah,
he immediately said yes, but then he's like, oh no, that's not what I meant. Like, how far away is aren't you from this place? Oh, isn't that really far from this place? It's like he's trying to distance him from it.
I don't know, we can rewatch, but what I saw was he asked him, are you from Saada? Then
Yeah.
he said, yeah, implying that he was like too far away to be like a Houthi.
To be a Houthi, right?
Yeah.
That's what I got as well. But the guy's adamant that he does have a root in the Houthiyyin, like he's a part of them.
Yeah, I think like aren't they like a tribal clan?
It's a tribal clan. He could be like
25 families or something like that.
Whatever the fuck it is. Like listen, I would call them Nasr. What are they called? What does Hassan call them? Did I call them Houthis?
Ansar Allah.
Ansar Allah, yeah. Ansar Allah. That's what I know them as.
Hell yeah, the more authentic one. That makes you sound more ethnic when you say that.
I fucking hate that. Like, I hate that he doesn't just call them Houthis. Everyone knows them as the Houthis.
No, you have to say Ansar Allah, and then you sound, everyone's like, oh wow, this guy understands the region, clearly.
I was confused when he was calling them that. I was like, wait, who the fuck? They have an actual name for the group? I thought it was just like the Houthis because it's the clan of the Houthis. I call them cringe barefoot midget.
Would he be considered a Houthi then? Or like I know he's a Houthi sympathizer for sure, but
he's absolutely a supporter, yeah. And a propagandist on their behalf.
He's trying to say he's a Houthi. The translator's trying to distance him from it.
Well, let's just hear it again. Okay, Momo, you're gonna contribute to this as well. Is that what you want to do? Momo?
He's friends with Sundowner. I don't trust him.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I'm not as accurately translating.
All right, are we ready to watch this again?
Yeah, hold on,
let me know if we're in the wrong place, okay?
دعم فلسطين وإن شاء الله تتحرر فلسطين ويعني شوية أشياء كذا يعني تشجيع لك. Okay, I want to ask him another thing. Can I ask him?
Oh yeah,
personally. Okay. أنا حابب أسألك أنت من إب صح؟
طبعا نعم.
اوكي، عندك اي صله بالحوثيين؟
طبعا زي ما قلت وزي ما وضحت، يعني صح الحوثيين هم يمنيين.
لا
يعني
هم انا عارف انه لا انا عارف، انا قصدي انه يعني حسب ما انا فاهم بجنوب.
Yeah, what's he saying there? That's where it came in, right?
Yeah. So basically,
go ahead.
He said, do you have a sila? Sila is like some sort of like, it's like he's
relationship.
Relation to the Houthis. And then he's like, oh, as I clarified before, the Houthis are Yemenis. So yeah, and then he cut him off. It's like, oh no, that's not what I meant, basically. And then
he's investigating him.
And basically started asking him where, aren't you from this place? So it kind of doesn't make sense. But how far is it from this place? Because maybe the Houthi clan originated in that place, and they're too far. He's too far to be related to them.
He's asking him leading questions so he can say yeah, I support the Houthis, but I'm not actually a part of the Houthi tribe or something like that.
Which I don't think anyone gives a shit about if you're actually a part of the tribe, as long as you fight with them.
Yeah, it's whether or not people are, because I already again he's definitely a propagandist, okay? Because I don't know how. No, he's definitely a supporter. Whether he's actually a propagandist for the Houthis, then I think that's most likely. But yeah, or definitely whether or not he's a soldier, which he said once, but I don't know. Yeah, let's see though. Let's see. See where it goes. Does it go anywhere more from there?
No, I mean you have to. I think this is where we paused, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
بصنعاء صح ولا لا؟
لا اب في الشمال.
شمال صنعاء؟
ايوه نعم.
اوكي كم بينك وبين صعدة؟
يعني كثير يعني، بس ما اعرف يعني كم المسافة، بس
بعيدة
كثير
يعني.
طيب يا
بعيدة
اخي
يعني.
بس ايوه بس يعني
لا 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 انا اسال عشان ايش؟ عشان اوضح للناس انه بعيد
أيوة
عن صعدة. صعدة شيء وإب شيء.
ايوه الان بوضح لك
okay, can
يعني
you pause here?
صعدة يعني.
Yes.
He said, I'm asking to clarify for people that the place you're in is something, and the place that the Houthis are in, basically the Houthis are in, is something else.
Yeah, you're saying like there's a whole ass province between them.
Yeah, it's like really far from each other, which he didn't know. Like the Houthi guy didn't know the you know how far they are from each other, which is normal. You don't really know the fucking kilometers between towns or cities, normal. But he said there is like a significant distance between them.
Health warning.
Okay, but he did, what's it got to do with Sada? Because I thought he said he went from Ib to Sana, which is both Houthi territory.
I think he's trying to like distance him from being like a Houthi tribe. Like that's the thing. He's just trying to. The translator literally said, "Oh, I'm asking these questions to clarify to the audience that the place you're from is something, and the place that the Houthis are, the other place is something else."
But that's not true, because he said he was from Ib, which is currently under Houthi control, and he went to Sana, which has always been under Houthi control, like since 2014.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not sure. Like here again, we don't know how fucking versed this translator is. Like, where is this translator from?
Pretty dumb.
Yeah, like he might not know shit. For example, he thought like he clearly he isn't Yemeni, because he thought the place he's from, Ib, is in the south when it's in the north.
No, Ib is in the south, isn't it? Southwest.
The Houthi guy said it's in the north.
Is there more than one Ib? Hang on.
Maybe.
Hang on, let me check.
Is it north of Sana'a or south of Sana'a?
If it's north, well, he said it was mountainous, so, but I guess the mountains start not that far from the coast. Let me see. Let's have a look. Ib, Yemen. Yeah, so when I look at a map here of...
Can you bring up the map on
Ib,
the stream?
Yeah, 1 second. I don't know if I can get on... Yeah, it's southwest. It's southwest.
It would be on the in the north of the Houthi only part.
It's in the south of the Houthi part. Let's see. Let me just check another Yemen map. Let me see.
Wait, what the fuck?
Bro, Sana'a is up.
Where is Sana'a?
Sana'a's in like the kind of middle west part. But yeah, Ib is like a known place. It's not like a shithole or anything. It's
Wait,
like, yeah.
does that mean the fucking Houthi guy doesn't know what he's talking about?
Should we just okay? Because when the guy was starting to interrupt him and speak over him, it sounded like that's where he spotted that the guy might have been saying something he shouldn't have. Is that what you're saying there? Like when he starts going, no. It sounds like he's like interrupting him to try and damage control. That's what you're saying?
Okay,
no. Okay.
It's not less than damage control. It's like clarifying. He's like, oh, I asked your question. He's trying to answer in a different way than he wanted him.
Okay, yeah, and Sada
the kid
is way in the north.
To...
That's where Houthis are like they're always going to be at. So okay, yeah, go on.
The guy went into like a PR statement, like the Houthis are like the Yemenis and shit like that, and he said, and that's not what I'm asking here.
Oh, okay.
That is true. Maybe the translator just mistranslated or spoke to him in a. Because then again, the translator is in Yemeni, so they might be having some like dialect mistranslation among each other.
Yeah, let's just go up again just to get some context, and we'll just do sentence by sentence. It might be good just to get it like written out what they're saying.
يعني حسب ما أنا فاهم.
No, it's earlier than this, isn't it? Because you mentioned.
Hold on, let me write it down as well.
Write it down, yeah.
I'd love to come visit you. It would be an honor.
I'll bet you would, buddy.
You and the people of Yemen.
You want translation for that?
Are our heroes.
We stand with
you,
right now,
and we stand with Palestine. And
I'm gonna come meet you.
Like this, go.
I'm gonna. It sounds. I'll pull up. I'll be there. So, just let him know.
اوكي هو يقول لك ان شاء الله بيحاول يزور و شو اسمه وان يعني احنا ندعم فلسطين وان شاء الله تتحرر فلسطين ويعني شويه اشياء كذا يعني تشجيع لك.
See, what was that?
He's saying, God willing, Palestine should free. He's saying like, oh, he hopes that Palestine will be free. The other part is pretty much just like saying like, oh, for the Palestinian cause, blah blah blah. It's nothing really important.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I want to ask him another thing. Can I ask him?
Oh yeah, go
personally?
ahead.
اوكي انا حابب اسالك انت من اب صح؟
طبعا نعم.
He's asking the kid, you are from Ib, right?
Okay, ask him another thing. No, wait, fucking. Oh
That's
my God.
English.
English. I want to ask him another thing. Arabic. Okay. And he said, what did he say that you, something about
He
Ib?
said yes. He just said yes. He is Naam.
No, what did he say before? What was the question?
I like to ask you if you're from Ib.
Are
I'd
you
like
from,
to ask you if
okay,
you're from.
are you from Ib? Okay. Luffy. Yes.
Why'd you name him Luffy?
اوكي عندك اي صله؟
Hang on.
صح؟
طبعا نعم.
اوكي عندك اي صله بالحوثيين؟
Do you have a relation with the Houthis?
Yeah,
Any relation?
connection.
Do you have any relation with the Houthis? There are Palestinian Israelis. What the fuck is he talking about? Oh. No, they're not. Are you just trying? Oh, the guy's trying to say I've got no Arabs in my community. Or you guys don't count.
What?
Okay.
Are Palestinians Israelis not Arab?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
انت
I'm
من اب صح؟
Iraqi, I support with rockets here.
Alright, let's see what he says here.
ويعني شويه اشياء كذا يعني تشجيع لك. Okay, I want to ask him another thing. Can I ask him?
Oh yes, go
personally?
ahead.
اوكي انا حابب اسالك انت من اب صح؟
طبعا نعم.
اوكي عندك اي صله بالحوثيين؟
طبعا زي ما قلت وزي ما وضحت يعني صح الحوثيين هم يمنيين
لا
يعني
هم انا عارف انه
like I said, he said.
Well, first he
like
said,
I
of
said
course,
before.
of course, as I clarified before, and then before cutting him off, he said, the Houthis are Yemenis.
The Houthis are Yemenis. Translator, cutting him off. And what was the guy saying as he was cutting him off?
You're gonna have to rewind a little bit.
Sure.
عندك اي صله بالحوثيين؟
طبعا زي ما قلت وزي ما وضحت يعني صح الحوثيين هم يمنيين
لا
يعني
هم انا عارف انه لا انا عارف انا قصدي انه يعني حسب ما انا فاهم بجنوب صنعاء صح ولا؟
Okay, so he said, no, I know what you're saying. I meant how I understood it is Ib is south of Sana'a.
I meant
correct. And he said I understood Ib is south of Sana'a, correct?
Okay, I understood.
And he asked him.
That Ib is south of correct? Okay.
لا اب في الشمال.
No, Ib is in the north.
Then he said Ib is in the north.
Bro, what the? It's not though. Ib is south.
That's what I'm saying. No, but again, no, Loner. That's what I'm saying. Remember, this guy. I'm not sure if this guy sounds Egyptian. I'm not too sure. I can't make out his dialect. He could be he doesn't sound like a diasporoid, but he sounds somewhat Egyptian, with not a too heavy Egyptian dialect, because he's probably toning it down to speak with this guy as well. So there's probably going to be misunderstanding between the two, or the Houthi guy did not hear him say Ib is south of Sana'a. He probably heard Ib is south.
Yeah, but you look at my side chat, right? Like, by what interpretation?
I know. Maybe it's like Australia. Isn't the world upside down there? Maybe.
No.
Yeah, maybe they'll have compasses there. I don't know.
Maybe the fucking kid is just geographically.
Well, maybe
maybe he's American. Maybe he's actually American and just doesn't know geography.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Whatever. It's just okay. Weird. Okay.
Okay. Continue.
أنا؟
ايوه نعم.
And then the interview asked him, "Is Ibs north of Sana'a?" And he said, and then the Houthi guy replied, "Yes."
Okay. Is this oh, word. There's no way.
Maybe
Listen,
I'm correct about it being upside down.
Yeah, I
Fuck
thought
yeah.
it's not a big deal. I might just be like, okay.
Maybe he just doesn't know. Yeah.
اوكي كم بينكم وبين صعدة؟
يعني كثير يعني بس ما أعرف يعني كم المسافة بس
بعيدة
كثير.
يعني.
Okay, so he asked him, "What's the distance between Ib and Sana'a?" And Houthi said,
Not Sana'a.
Wait, which one areas did he ask?
He said, what's between you and Saada? كم بينك
Sada?
وبين
Not
Saada?
Sana'a?
Not Sana'a.
Do you think
Sada.
he meant? Do you think he meant Sada? Why would Sada just come out of nowhere?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Sada's
confused
way in the
about.
north. That's like on the border almost.
What is Saada? Is it the origin of the Houthis or what? What is Saada?
I mean, I think it is. I think that's where they came from, though.
I'm confused. Why are all these places named
Oh,
the
because they're
fucking
trying to say like how far is he's wanted to give him an out by saying Ib is like,
He's, like,
on the other end
really
of the
far
country
from the
from
Sada.
Houthi land. Yeah. Even though the Houthis have controlled Ib for a wee while now, I think.
Wee while.
He's just trying to like distance him from the tribe. That is what he's doing.
Okay. What a fucking weirdo, bro! The guy said he's not a Houthi.
The Houthis.
اوكي كم بينكم وبين صعدة؟
He what?
Well, how much between you and Saada?
Yeah, okay.
Play it.
Yeah, hang on. Where the fuck is the fucking? Okay.
Oh my god.
Too many tabs. My brain's too big. Okay. Gotcha.
أيوة نعم.
اوكي كم بينكم وبين صعدة؟
يعني كثير يعني بس ما
What
أعرف
did he
يعني.
say there?
كثير. A lot.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. I doubled. Okay. A lot. Yeah, Katir is a lot. Yeah.
نكمل. يعني كثير يعني بس ما أعرف يعني كم المسافة بس
بعيدة
كثير.
يعني.
He doesn't know the exact distance, and then the interviewer said, "So far."
No, the distance, but it's a lot. Okay.
طيب يعني كثير يعني بس ما أعرف يعني كم المسافة بس
بعيدة
كثير.
يعني.
طيب يا أخي
بعيدة
بس أيوة بس يعني
لا أنا أسأل عشان إيش؟ عشان أوضح للناس إنه إب بعيد عن صعدة. صعدة شيء
And then he said, "I am at the interviewer said, I am asking to clarify to the viewers that Idib is far from Saada."
It's like two different places.
Yeah.
أيوة الآن بوضح لك يعني.
Which I
أيوة
don't know
بس
why we
يعني.
bring that up. Doesn't even matter.
Wait, what'd you say? Yeah, it's fuck. What the fuck? Okay.
لا أنا أسأل عشان إيش؟ عشان أوضح للناس إنه إب بعيد عن صعدة. صعدة شيء وإب شيء.
أيوة الآن بوضح لك يعني. صعدة يعني في مكان بعيد يعني في كل محافظات اليمن طبعا كبيرة وجبلية يعني في كل يعني تشوف ناس يعني اللي يخرجوا في السبعين أو يرفعوا المظاهرات. طبعا هذا مواطنين يمنيين. أنا مواطن يمني. كل الناس يعني مواطن يمني بس واقف مع فلسطين ودعم فلسطين. لكن إذا وقفت مع فلسطين الآن بيقولوا لك
أنت fucking out he gave him and just reversed it.
What did he say?
He said, "Oh yeah, but even it's like he started to explain the geography." One second.
He's saying like the provinces of Yemen are like mountainous regions
and shit.
and hard to travel in. Like even with that, the people like us are supporting
all from
Palestine.
here to side are all pro-Palestine and they side with Palestine, which isn't. It's like a way filtered fucking way of saying it, but again, the dude might have gotten what he wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
مظاهرات. طبعا هذا مواطنين يمنيين. أنا مواطن يمني. كل الناس يعني مواطن يمني بس واقف مع فلسطين ودعم فلسطين. لكن إذا وقفت مع فلسطين الآن بيقولوا لك أنت إيراني أنت إرهابي أنت تدعم مدري على.
If you say you're with Palestine, they'll call you Iranian. They'll call you a terrorist. Did he say that?
Yes.
the Houthi guy said if you say you're with Palestine, they'll call you. I think here I'm thinking he's like referring to the international people. They'll call you a Iranian or a terrorist.
Hamas Shia. Hamas Shia.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
What does that mean?
Okay. It means Hamas or Shia. All right, hang on.
يقولوا لك أنت إيراني، أنت إرهابي، أنت تدعم مدري علان فلان، أنت عارف إيش بيقولوا الناس. يعني إحنا مواطنين، أنا مواطن يمني، وكل الكلام
He said, after he said they say you are a terrorist, he said you support whoever or whatever, and then we are all like she's some more
We're
Yemeni
all like
nationals.
Yemeni.
Yemeni
Well, he
nationals.
said citizens, right?
مواطنين,
Yemeni
nationals.
nationals works as well, yeah.
Say it. Yeah, nationals. Okay.
Muwatni, because he said Muwatin. Muwatin usually means citizen. National also works for that meaning.
Muwatin means
I'm
like
just-
whoever lives in that area.
I'm just so curious how this translator is going to summarize this interaction. But okay.
It's all over the fucking
Yeah, I
place.
see why he asked about Sada, right? Yeah. Okay.
إيش بيقولوا الناس. يعني إحنا مواطنين، أنا مواطن يمني، وقالوا أنت حوثي أو يوسف أو إرهابي أو كل هذه افتراءات. أنا مواطن يمني وواقف مع فلسطين، وأفتخر في هذا الشيء لأني واقف مع الحق.
Yeah, so he said no matter whatever people say on the internet that you're a Houthi, whatever, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I am a Yemeni citizen and I stand with Palestine, and I'm proud of that.
Elsa, I am a Yemeni, and I stand with Palestine, and I'm proud of that. Whatever they say, I am. Okay. And how does the translator summarize that to Noah?
Let's see.
Unless he still talks more Arabic.
لا بس انا حاب اوضح للناس عشان انا اسالك ليش، عشان انا حاب اترجم لهم انه صعده بعيده، الحوثيين في صعده، انت بعيد، انت يعني.
Okay. Yeah, he made it a lot more clear. So I was right from the start. Okay. He's like, so I was just trying to clear, like he said, I understand after all of that what the Houthi guy said. I understand. I'm just clarifying to the audience that Sada is far. The Houthis in Sada is far from you.
That the Houthis, did you say that? The Houthis
Yeah,
in Sada
the Houthis in Sada. He said the Houthis in Sada, right?
Are far away from you.
Everyone else heard that, right?
Yeah. But even though, okay, so this this translator is just as retarded as Noah and all these people are as well, because they think that if you're in Sana'a, then you're disconnected from the fucking Houthis because they're up in the north, even though the Houthis have controlled Sana'a since 2014.
Yeah, I think they just like spawn out of there or something.
Yeah,
When
like
did they start controlling?
from a different spawn point.
That's their spawn point. That's where they spawn. That's where all the Houthis come from.
And they also control Ib, so it's fucking pointless. Okay, what's he going to say to... Come on, talk to Noah now, or see what he says.
هي قريبة يعني أماكن بعيدة.
Wait, what did he say there?
American Bay, far places. Like he's still talking about them being far.
عن بعض.
طبعا.
أيوه. هو هذا اللي أنا حاب أوضحه عشان بس الناس تبدأ كل شوي تقول حوثي حوثي حوثي.
يعني بين.
Oh wait, what was that?
He's like, it's like because people keep calling you Houthi, Houthi, Houthi. He's just, what's it called? Making it clear for people that you're far from the Houthis.
Okay, or each other. Okay.
That's that. But here, this isn't the exact translation. This is like the intended meaning of what he said, because it's like jumbled together.
They keep calling you Houthi, 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 and then what?
And just well, he said, I'm clarifying for people before saying Houthi, 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 that you're like far from the Houthis.
I'm clarifying for people. Yeah, they keep calling you Houthi, Houthi, Houthi. But you're far away from them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
even though he lives in Houthi-controlled capital of Yemen. Okay, right.
أنا وصعدة الآن يمكن مسافة كم 6 ساعات سيارة.
Okay, so he just said the distance in the car between Saada and Ib. The distance between Ib and Saada is 6 hours by car, maybe.
Okay.
Really? That's the distance? That's between me and Eilat. That's not that far.
Yeah, I thought that would be longer, especially if it's mountainous. But okay.
Listen, that's like the distance between Karbala and like Anbar. Like that's still a big difference.
I mean, it's 6 hours, but like that's the furthest place I could fucking go in this country, which is Eilat.
It's enough to like turn from like normal relationships to extreme racism and extremism.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, well, let's see.
ايوه يعني انت اقرب لصنعاء من صعدة.
أنا الآن في صنعاء.
He said, "Oh, you're closer to Sana'a than Saada, right?" And he said, "Oh, I am now in Sana'a."
So to Sana. Yeah, he missed that bit maybe. Right.
Well, to be fair, the interviewer asked him where he's from originally, not where he is.
Sana right now. Okay.
Yeah, but he already said he was
in Sana'a. Yeah.
He's a dummy, this translator.
Say the last bit.
اي لا بس انا اتكلم من اب الى صنعاء اقرب من اب الى صعدة.
He said, but I am talking about Ib to Sana'a is closer than Ib to Saada.
I'm saying Ibt. Why does this matter?
What is I don't know. Like, what the fuck?
I think he's trying to say like this guy came to support the Houthis not because of like indoctrination.
Yeah.
Not because of indoctrination. He's like he came to this independently. That's why he's saying this.
I wonder if it's people. I wonder if it's people like this who convinced Hassan that like Haddad is a Sunni name and Sunnis would never join the Houthis, and that's why we have definitive proof. I wonder if this is where Hassan gets these bullshit points from.
Yeah,
Haddad is.
I can see that.
There's okay. Al-Haddad. I thought it was a Palestinian name, which is interesting. Why the fuck does this dude have it?
Listen, a lot of names in common.
Yeah, well, that's it.
The blacks.
من إب إلى صنعاء مسافة 4 ساعات. من إب إلى صعدة يمكن 12 ساعة 15 ساعة.
He's just talking about distances from...
What the fuck is he saying?
Wait, hold on. He originally said between him and Saada it's 6 hours by car.
Yeah.
And now he said, oh, between Ib and Sana'a is 4 hours, but between Ib and Saada is maybe 15 hours by car. What the fuck?
No, that's not what he said. He said something worse. He said between Sana'a and Saada is like 12 hours.
Okay. Let's say.
Okay. Is this guy just a troll?
I don't know.
What was 4 hours? What did he say was Arba? What was 4 hours? That Sana to Ib. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a 4-hour drive from Ib to Sana. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Okay. This is what I want to clarify because this is like saying somebody from the Midwest is from California. It's far away.
No, it's not, you dishonest cunt. Someone from the Midwest can still support the fucking Republicans, even if Republicans didn't originally come from the Midwest. What the fucking hell? Jesus Christ. It's like someone from California can be a Republican, even though California is not a Republican state.
I think like Hassan's crowd is like it's not using the Houthi name in the way that you guys are using it. They're still like tying it to the tribe, while you guys are tying it to the whole ass system.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to us, like if you're supporting the Houthis and you're like backing them and whatnot, yeah, you're probably gonna be lumped up with the Houthis. You don't have to be a part of the fucking tribe to be called a Houthi. And again, when people say Houthi, they mean the terror group. They don't necessarily mean the fucking tribe.
Yeah, it's such a stupid obfuscation. Like how there's no way they don't realize that they're doing that. Like that's so intentional. It's like, you know what it's like? Fuck. I don't know if you guys remember, like when neo-Nazis were really popular in like 2017 and 18 online, like on 4chan and shit like that. And they would literally tell each other to do these things. Like when someone asks you, oh, are you a Nazi? And they'd be like, no, what? The National Socialist Party in Germany, they dissolved in 1945. Like, bro, no one's asking you if you're a member of the fucking German National Socialist Party in 1930. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, you can see right through it.
To understand,
so I was pretty much right guessing what the fuck this guy was intending by his original like sentence.
If I heard before, like Hassan said, the Houthis are the government of Yemen. Like they are the government. So like
Yemen.
So like he's saying, when this kid is saying he's supporting the Houthis or part of the Houthis, Hassan is taking that as like, I support the government of Yemen. But
that's actually even worse though, because I thought the take would be that we hate what they do domestically to their own people, but but we'll just give them a pass because they target Israel. I thought that would be the thing.
Hassan thinks the Houthis are the legitimate government of Yemen.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not true though, is it? Okay.
But then again, Hamas also thinks Hassan thinks the protest against Hamas is because of what is it called, domestic politics, right?
Someone in chat just clarified, this makes sense. The reason he was getting his north and south thing mixed up, it's not actually mixed up. It's that because Yemen used to be divided into North and South Yemen, but North Yemen wasn't just, it's not north like down the middle, right? North Yemen used to be like the bit that would include the west coast all the way down to almost the southern corner. Maybe that's what he's referring to.
Yeah,
like he's talking about former northern Yemen, and Ib is in Ib used to be in northern Yemen. That's probably what he's talking about. Okay.
The kid is not retarded.
Yeah,
we're all retarded.
The kid knows about his own country. Okay, that's fine. That's the 12-hour drive thing. I don't know if that's like he's distinguishing between cars, high-speed rail. I don't know. Helicopter.
Maybe he's talking about walking.
Maybe he's talking about the trip he took in the chopper. But he's not Houthi, right?
I highly fucking doubt it.
Maybe he's talking about the fact that on the rocket ride that he had from fucking Ib to. Okay.
In Yemen, between Ib, his hometown, and Sa'da, the place of the Houthi, is the town of the Houthi is like 15 hours to 12 hours. So it's really far. This is what I was trying.
Yes, we get it. You're a fucking idiot. You're a bad propagandist.
Wait, why is Noah nodding his head like he understands what the fuck is going on?
I mean, he was nodding when the guy was speaking Arabic as well. It's just like that journalistic, like, oh, we're just going to do theatrical. People do this when people are talking.
Was he actually nodding his head when he was speaking Arabic?
Yeah, Noah is like very soft between the ears. Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Okay, between Ibn Sa'd and the town of the Houthis is like a 12 to 15-hour drive.
Oh my god,
it's really far.
Right.
This is what I was trying to clarify, because everyone is saying he's Houthi. He's not Houthi. He's much closer to Sana'a than to Sa'da, the Houthi area.
I don't know what that means.
I'm so glad I was right.
Where he's from is much closer to Sana'a than the Houthi area. Oh god, it's so stupid! Actual fucking dust brain. All three of them. Actually, no. Respect to Al-Haddad, right? My Sunni brother. He's the only clever one in the room. He just realizes he's playing the Western propaganda line very, very well. He's laundering. He knows what to say. He knows what not to say. But fucking hell, these other two people, holy shit. The Houthi is actually my favorite person in the room right now.
No, don't get caught saying that, man.
He is.
Yeah,
at least he has the fucking. At least he has the common courtesy to know what the fuck he's doing, right?
At least he at least he does also have the common courtesy of actually like not telling people not to engage with fucking drama and instead just like talk about Palestine, right?
Yeah, there should be more brackets here though, because like, oh, everyone's saying he's Houthi. He's not. Where he's from, Ib, which is Houthi controlled, is much closer to Sana'a, which is also Houthi controlled, than Sa'da, which is where the Houthis originated. Like, no, you don't understand. He's from a Houthi controlled area, which is closer to the area that's Houthi controlled than the area where they also control. All three of these areas are Houthi controlled. Unless Ib got taken back in a new offensive I haven't heard about yet. Okay. Fuck me. Okay, that's fine. Clippers, take that whole 10-15 minute segment. And just know that Noah literally got a translator who took time aside to try and do some fucking laundering operation That is probably the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life to try and say this guy's not a Houthi because he's not from the area where the Houthi family originated.
I'm glad he said it in
okay.
English, by the way, so
Yeah.
people can confirm. He said, "Oh, so he's not a Houthi, guys."
Yeah, I'm just pivoting this conversation to just do a little bit of like what my opinion of a fucking get out of jail free card is. Jesus Christ. Really, would the Houthis never conscript someone from, God forbid, you know, the Houthis let someone from Ib in their ranks? Never
I mean, he's
happened.
Al-Haddad. He would never be a Houthi.
Yeah, no way. Sorry, you have to. Your last name has to be Houthi. You know, we're like the fucking. We're like the Sikhs. You know, you have to be called Singh, otherwise you're not allowed. Okay, you're not in the club.
If he was a Houthi, he wouldn't be able to leave the quest area.
He wouldn't have spawned.
He would have spawned inside if he was a Houthi, Loner.
Yeah, he would have. That's where they're made, like little fucking like the orcs, right?
Don't say that.
It's ironically they're doing the fucking racism now. Jesus.
I know, but don't say that. It's.
I'm not the one suggesting that you have to be from Sada to be a Houthi.
I know, but you're the one
They're
talking
doing
about
that.
orcs. No, okay.
I know. I
don't think you understand the connotation. But
yeah, I don't
whatever.
care. I know the connotation. I know that's the kind of thing that these fucking retards would take and say that that's me being racist. I know.
The tone police.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a microaggression, Loner.
Yeah.
Against the Yemenis and the Houthis.
Listen, okay, that was good. Thank you for that, for making sense of that for me. The Clippers, they can run with that. Okay, that whole script. I think it's all important. The research process.
And Mr. Parker, show him Loner actually microaggresses against the Houthis.
Yeah, do it. Okay.
Wait, what was the reason for the translator thing? The Google, like the notes?
Because I wanted to the translator and the Haddad, definitely not a Houthi, were speaking amongst themselves, and it didn't all get translated. So I wanted to see what they were saying and why he pivoted. Because the guy was supposed to tell Al-Haddad that Noah's coming to Yemen, but I guess he just forgot because he had bigger fish to fry. We're just like, listen, hey, I'm going to tell. He's whispering to his friend, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, okay, if you're from fucking Ib and how far that is from where the Houthis spawn from, and how you definitely can't be a Houthi. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the language that orcs speak?
The language of Mordor? The black speech?
Wait, I'm talking about World of Warcraft, not fucking...
Oh, Orcish.
Lord of the Rings.
I think it's just Orcish, yeah.
That sounds very similar to the Yemeni dialect. There you go. I did the microaggression for you.
Jesus. Okay. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate the help.
Someone just say the black speech. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the Lord of the Rings.
Lonerbox had all the Asians in the VC class, so... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Warhammer 40k orcs are like the funniest fucking thing in fiction. It's like the dumbest fucking thing that anyone has ever written about it. Do you know about the 40k Warhammer orcs, Connor?
Nope.
Their power is that anything that they imagine becomes reality, but they're too dumb to imagine shit. So they imagine someone, basically that someone they were fighting, they imagined him unkillable, so none of their bullets hit him or attacked him or killed him.
Oh.
So, but then if they imagine themselves to be a tank, then they become a tank. That's their power in 40k.
Pretty cool.
It's
pretty cute.
Stupid.
It's
dumb.
It's cute. What are you talking about? Okay. Well, listen.
Check out the press release from BB.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's put his terms out like they always have been, right? But he's just doing it in a different way now, right? Is there anything new?
I saw the BBC had like a live coverage of it. Just checking it out. More of the same.
I know it's a meme, but like they can do that. Loner, when are you gonna watch the video of the girl?
Oh yeah, soon. Zionist girl, right? The
Yeah,
opinionated
'cause I'm
girl.
going to bed soon.
Okay. After this, okay. Listen, thank you very
bye.
much. Listen, shukran, my habibis. Ma'asalami.
Mashallah, inshallah.
Chilling. Inshallah, being chilling, dude. That shit.
Also, being chilling.
Okay. Arrivederci. All right. I just like translating. I like pronouncing things really badly to trigger people. Salam alaikum. Okay. Ma salami. My salami. Sorry. All right, okay. That was well pronounced. No, it wasn't. Shut up.
Okay, yeah.
You
that
know,
makes
the
sense for
Houthi
that.
now are the government in Sana'a. But what I'm
Right.
saying is,
Okay.
Houthi.
Stop digging, you fucking idiot. Oh, really? They're the government in Sana'a, which means they can do all their fucking government shit like conscripting people. Or taking recruits. You think they're gonna say no to a recruit? The Houthis? The have-nots? I'm so triggered, man. This is so... What a stupid pivot. That was such a waste of time. How desperate are these guys for him to not be a Houthi? Even though him being a Houthi would change nothing for them. They would probably just fucking slurp him even more.
Houthi soldiers are only from the Houthi family. Or in Sa'da. The area the Houthi stay.
Excuse me? Bro, Houthi soldiers can be from fucking Ethiopia if they want to be. And we know this because human rights organizations that are independent in Yemen have found, like, literally fucking Ethiopian migrants who are trying to flee to Saudi Arabia getting forcibly conscripted by the Houthis and sent to the front lines. So, what do you... He literally did the spawn point. He did the fucking spawn point. These guys conscript child soldiers. You think they're picky about which town the fucking recruits came from? Okay.
The area for the providence of Houthis.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's good to ask because it's like one more piece of evidence to show people that keep saying that.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, you understand all the... Every word just went right in one ear and out the other, Noah Samsen. Okay, you have no fucking idea what any of that just meant. Yeah, I suppose that's a really good, strong piece of evidence, actually. Jesus.
He's from Ib.
Doesn't make any sense.
He's from Ib.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's you know.
I'm gonna fucking... Bro, you know what? Just get one of those Houthi ballistic missiles and just strap me to it, okay? And just fire it like into the sea. I'll take it, okay? You can do your propaganda video. You can talk about how you got a live one. You defeated a Hasboroid. just do it, okay? Because what? Just do it, please. Please! I'll go myself, okay? None of these guys are going to visit Yemen. I'll do it. I'll volunteer myself as a human sacrifice. And that way everyone's happy, right? Fuck's sake.
You know, it's really far.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to make everyone understand. It's absurd saying this.
Yeah. No, thank you for clarifying that.
Thank you so much for clarifying that.
Yeah. What else? I mean, does he have any other questions or anything he wants to say to the chat or the view?
Where did this even come from? How did he get this opinion? What is this based on? The fuck? Okay.
Viewers. Also, what's his favorite anime?
عندك أي سؤال لنوح أو للناس اللي في الشات عنده اللي هو الشات اللي الفيديو اللي حق البث حقه أو عندك أي تعليق أو أي شيء؟
طبعا بقول لهم يعني احنا نحبهم ونشكرهم كلهم اللي بالتعليقات كامل واللي حافظ لها الكلمة I love you so much free فلسطين إن شاء الله فلسطين حرة بإذن الله. كما مرت الأيام بيجي اليوم اللي فلسطين تتحرر ويظهر الحق للجميع والناس بتعرف إنها ما وقفت مع فلسطين من البداية. ولكن إن شاء الله الناس اللي ما وقفت الآن مع فلسطين ويعني تفكر إنه فلسطين على غلط وإن الصهاينة على حق فأنت غلطان. يعني راجع حساباتك ويجي اليوم اللي تتذكر إنك وقفت مع فلسطين وتفتخر في هذا الشيء وتحكي لعيالك وتحكي لأطفالك يعني ويتكلموا أجيال. وهذا بيكون يعني تاريخيا أي شخص وقف مع فلسطين هذا شخص حر. هذا شخص يعرف معنى الكرامة معنى حقوق المرأة يعني حقوق الطفل العجوز أي شيء. والشخص اللي وقف مع الصهاينة يعني بيندم. بيجي الأيام اللي يندم يقول يا ليت وانا وقفت مع فلسطين ولطمت الصهيوني في الصندل. وتحياتي لكم كلكم I love you so much. خليكم مع الحقيقة.
Okay, he's saying he loved everyone and everyone in the comment and
you want the summary for that?
I'll hear what the translator says first.
He's saying one day you will tell your children or the generation after us you stood on the right side, and he's asking everyone supporting the Zionists to, you know, ask himself again, does he think this is good?
Okay.
And he's saying one day the Zionists will wish they were on the right side. So reconsider your position.
That's so well said.
But these guys are never going to have power over the fucking Zionists. Like the only people they're going to be able to. Do you think they get so frustrated every now and then that they just fucking accuse a few of their own Yemeni Jews of being Zionists falsely so they can like fuck them up just because it's like that's the best they're ever going to get? Well, we bought all these pikes, okay? Listen, we bought all these pikes, these asshole-sized spikes. They're just going to be fucking lying around here. We're not conquering Israel anytime soon, so can we just get some of our own like Yemeni Jews and get a little kangaroo court in and fuck them up instead? Otherwise, it's just a waste of money, right? Just a good waste of wood.
Tell him thank you so much for coming on to talk. If he ever needs anything, to hit me up, and we support him, and we support Palestine, and we support the people of Yemen, and we love you. And
Inshallah بإذن الله.
Free Palestine. And thank you.
بإذن الله فلسطين حرة. يلا في أمان الله مع السلامة.
He said goodbye.
Yeah.
And free Palestine. I think it was clear.
And you could actually probably nuke. If these guys wanted to, they probably could nuke Tel Aviv with that radioactive level of fucking cringe. Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay, well done, boys. Barabbas!
I'm disappointed in the translator, by the way.
What?
He didn't mention the sandal.
What did he say?
He said at the end of the day, the Zionists will get a sandal in their face.
Well, we can't say that, you know, because that sounds too violent, eh? A sandal in the face. Why the fuck
does he just skip all the funny shit he says? It's so annoying.
Because he's a PR manager, I guess.
Yeah, he also translated. Like, bro, it sounds like he's a translator from Fiverr. Do you know what Fiverr is?
Yeah.
It sounds like he's a translator from Fiverr.
I know, right? Just get them for free, eh?
Fucking hell. Fuck you. Hey, we actually speak the fucking language, okay?
Yeah, I heard that helps. So I've been told.
It does help. And he barely speaks his own language or English.
Yeah, well, listen, it's difficult, okay? It's difficult propagandizing and bullshitting your way through on behalf of the whiteys. All right.
I don't think I would ever fucking be like, oh, but the distance, you know, the distance. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's fucking mental.
Why the fuck did he talk about the distance for like a good chunk of the fucking
I don't know. I'm just, again, being from an area or a region or even like Egypt, like wherever the guy's from is not even close to Yemen. So
all he could have said is like, oh, the Houthis are originally from Sada, and you're not from Sada. So you're not from the Houthi tribe, right? That's all he needed to say. He's like, oh, but the distance, you guys are far, you're originally from Ib, the Houthis are from Sada.
Or he could have just
told
he could have just told Noah and just been like, oh, by the way, I should add in. But he doesn't even need to ask the guy anything.
Yeah, what? I think he wanted to. I think if the guy he was trying to guide the guy to say it himself, so he can get more confirmation. I guess,
or because he genuinely believed what he was saying, and he's like, oh, maybe I should ask him because if it turns out he's from Sada, we might have problems.
Might have problems.
Momo, what can I do for you?
I think like you guys are complicating this too much. He's just saying like he's not indoctrinated into supporting the Houthis. Like he supports them.
He does by choice.
By choice, like.
No,
yes.
He didn't say that though. He said he's not a Houthi. He said, listen, it's crazy they think he's a Houthi, but he's not a Houthi because the Houthis come from a 12-hour drive away.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly be a royalist, you know, because the royal family of the United Kingdom is in London. You know how far away that is from me? In a car?
Aren't you guys
12 hours. 12 hours, okay? There are no royalists 12 hours away from London.